who they are, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they come from. It's something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
Ghana, yaya mobododo. Yaya mobododo. Yeti sikaso isu akomde. Yeti sikaso isu akomde. Onyakupo mame kwana meba. Ye pani amanda sesa. Sande me ina. Ema sikano. Ole panso. Ojuye.
Nipa to do no aye nimbra mi ni wo.
No say nipa ho atwa ho ahye nyina dudu no anim ebrepa woni no mienu mchase din kita ho.
Adam no ne Afrifa no 77 ansa na wo sa ba me bo ana.
Sese afi apem ahankura bio so.
Ne bo a nana
say ono Afrifa pension nyina o kai. So ono wa
Acheamfour bo tata wo ba London nyame no na nam ne kodwo nyantachi no.
Let me jump out of our land, no kai. So I know and could you to change them.
And son, I was a buyer, Moba Bigina viewer, and says I bear net put here.
Some about big viewer, and
Yanante. Oh, Yanante.
Onibadi mi o, gomera ya wawadi o.
Yako. Okay.
Onibadi mi o, gomera ya wawadi o. Kafura.
Yanko. Okay. Azirai. Onibadi mi o, gomera ya wawadi o. Hey. Ejadem. Okay.
For me, didn't know my ground. Because one thing, not Kwame Afrifa, the youth president. That ain't the Ben of
Wednesday evening, on 7.9, and they got it done. So they got them say but and then you run and pay a bigger for Champions League in the chance. And now Benjamin says what some the general Ankasa. but we're done. I didn't watch it. And then yes, assemble generals in Nina more battlefield. Citizens' right movement. And then you Nana Kwabena Bobie Mensah is in the house. Acheamfour Plus is in the house. Listowell Nana Poku is here. Benjamin Sia is here. And the general himself, you're betting the toe, a power pack, a full house. And that will be our idea. So I'm so many generals on the battlefield. The Tuba and Facebook share your power 7.9. As I'm and then 11 and some years also the twist and tense. I just have fire day we're saving Ghana for an idea. Canada Japan Rona Basane Sere Ghana for show a Chebi Bokan Pa Basane Sere. The producer was coming and say, okay. And now no 7 minutes MP before but some resign free XYZ. Now yes, now 1 year from now just MP before the selective hearing. Adaya, Karaje, yes, what XYZ. Some Tomusua, Tomusua, hey, quite. Any papa on the phone, yeah, memo food with the some Tomusua, Tomusua, as someone the car, you say, how I wish you say, right after this show, I will tender in my resignation because Ghana for your Kuma Omu accept you and I wish. That was the key word. I did change your name before you get the chair resign. Some resign down with it. You lie back. Hasta la victoria siempre. Until victory always a luta continua. Buenos noches, amigo, amiga. My name still remains. I'm Commander Bombardier, Field Marshal, Squadron Leader, Ranger, Buffalo, one hero, General Kabaka, Bonfade Sherman, such tradition before Santiago. And I'm saying one hint, stress on the one hero. As I'm paid here on Power 7.9. And you may have had digest the gun and send some the attack on the media, perceived attack. You may this come on now. IGP Tampare, Majo Numre. Saturday, you can come over. You didn't come on the vision for the police. You must support it where we need to, and you can do where we need to. Objectively, without fear, without favor, fighting in the interest of the common Ghanaian. Where's the Yanko? Okay. That's what Postman. You see, me need some break because just like I said, and a powerhouse. And if Bobie Mensah is in the house, I don't have to say much. If Acheamfour Plus is in the house, I don't have to say much. If Benjamin Sia, head of research, COPEC, intelligently, I don't need to say much. Listowell and Apoku, a good governance and advocacy group convener, I don't need to say much. But you see, I need to just draw the attention of the Ghanaian leaders because me also John Dumelo I started Kumbia, me started no Happy FM. About rent control. And rent in this country. Anyhow, we leave our people poor in this country. Well, my way before say ya branch na baba wa obe start ya brabokra na kande wanima sana woko. Omaya enwene ne manfo ho. This country, we will continue to be poor. We will continue to be in churches praying for a breakthrough. Emma asofobe that I say a ancestral a curse been a dash, but a ancestral curse and a penifo dear suya boni or mudientia. Particularly Kufado, Nena Namo, Boni or Mudi Yenbina Adria sui. Eh, tia, a hana nyansa, a war. I can't say dear. Waman bia no said ye facing in ne. As a result of decisions I am take ye and maybe a chamo. And no one soon sansona ye facing in ne tia. Bonia ye facing wahani a watchera ye facing wa my women. Efa kasia no a ye bebo san krofo ye omotisu nei wo mo generation wo mo nanano mo babedi ye so mere bi atwam. Menim say me kan we anya nkrofo bi de. Ya na nkrofo say I'm a candidate for nsawam. Say kasa no ameka na candidate for mo amasem atoje mo a. Ufa Malaysia yene Malaysia ni siswo. Yene Singapore ni siswo. China the same. Today look at where Malaysia is. Look at where China is. Look at where Singapore is. Adentia. Because woman penny for a maybe a chum woman started one minor building one minor after a year colonialism. No. Woman will say one minus ye be yesabio yabakuya ni moi. There must be a unity. So Singapore, Lim Kuan Yew, I say, hey, come on, Munyas are rough on the say, you caught into slavery for 400 years, and when we have come out of slavery, somebody tells us your way of governance, and your papa, and for that matter, we should allow a year divide and compete among each other. No, hey, all of us, let's come together. Let's come behind the leadership of you can say Singapore. Lim Kuan Yew, let's have a 70-year development plan. Let's move by that tactics and move forward. And as Singapore, when you're not coming together, they move forward. They had a tactics, they have plan. They worked side by side without dividing themselves into MPP and NDC. And look at where they are today. Come on, brother. May your analysis be? Malaysia for free mobile ya omobaji abe kura ukrom ha omobaji abe ukrom ha o wamkatu mo Malaysia say enya fani abe divide and yi ha ade mo se wo man no ne pese develop nya sa into wo idea fabra. Let us all work together. Let's move. Me catch us say wo man ya timu esunsun sanso no. It is a generational curse, particularly from yes ankrofo ye dia sui wo mabusuafo. Malaysia so more. Today, look at where Malaysia is. China, 70-year development plan by Chairman Mao. Was it never? We are not going to make sure that our idea say you see a free bit democracy. Yes, democracy is good, but who even determines what is democracy? Because me no tie, okosa ankrofo na mubedi yeso more than 400 years. Queen Elizabeth in the bush they don't believe in democracy. Other than that, why would the Queen at any point he likes will be able to tell the Prime Minister say, "Whoa, may you free so called?" Is that democracy? America no mudi so-called democracy ni by yet me to aben nyina wie na Hillary Clinton and the majority vote. Or say onya majority vote, but sabi your brother asankwasi afọ na tomorrow. Eti no your friend popular vote. I just ya call ama upper class of people. Our madwini mu da ho e decide say ye pe Donald Trump on the baba president. And you call that democracy? So America sat down, they developed democracy that reflects their people and their thinking. UK sat down. Look at Germany. Do they believe in democracy? Look at Canada. The Governor General of Canada, as of now, Queen Elizabeth, upon the recommendation of the Prime Minister of UK, can tell say a Governor General of Canada and they will do it without a blink. Is that democracy? And here the Kwame Nkrumah kasi together. The entire may touch on this subject. Tomorrow, which is 24th February, is exactly 56 years. Malaysia worked in unity to be able to build their country where it is today. Look at Rwanda. Then we've been able to sit down. We've sat down all these years. ama ɛyɛ aborɔfo and they determine what is ɛyɛ human right. Human right say yes ye makwa be bafo abronye ani nyansa wo fom eso otimi ba radio so no be kan kwase asem eda dankrofo. Human right and say yes ye ma wuntumi kwan na wuntumi decide who will go for a MP in Asante region. Nemom enye human right and say enkrofo de o mafuru ato fom etwere wo eye fom. Enye human right say abata egu fom ewo fom. Now o man catch us say this is human right and we believe that is human right. Kwame Nkrumah said, let's work. Let's move forward. Jebida Kwame said, da, yempene. Jisi achie mu wejina ha. Nada biya nopa, enyumere, ewia. Ye jina radio so MPP kasa. Endi si kasa, ye si a friend human right. Wamani Elizabeth Abushi na phone kwa ase no nom tea. Wamani nom tea niwe no si form no mba no se Kwame Nkrumah obwada, we will not develop this nation. And that's where we are. So generational curse no amya ya poor. Look, or might be a develop here. Or here 5 components. Or might be a citizens by a richer. Or here 5 components of resources to be able to develop the citizens. If any of these 5 components of a resource and capital, that is resource capital in Niwa, or might be intimate develop it. The difference between the Chinese and the Ghanaian is not because the Chinese is more wiser than the Ghanaian, but it is because the Chinese has access to financial capital. The Ghanaian does not have it. I don't have much to say. Mr. Will leadership, they want to leave you impoverished. Impoverished because I know the more the 20 Ghana brought the t-shirt can have to abamano. Tienye, tia, aha na nyansa ewo. Aha, ana nyansa ewo. The free baby human capital. Ghana, Africa, we have it in abundance. Say a kase nipe beya juma na continent ayetesua. Emu nipa ne womuno about 65% of them a youth. Etika wo human capital. Under no circumstance should any continent be able to beat you. But unfortunately, we have 50-40 bonkosu leadership misleaders who continuously sit down for these people to control us. Etika wo human capital. That means success is abundant. Social capital, who you know, who knows you, how to build connections. It is also develop here. All you know is that you need to get how to build connections. So Ghana has it. So we have the human capital. We have the social capital. We come to environmental capital. Environmental capital, and they say, what me show environment. Now what me understand the environment, no one say, okay, there is a loophole here. So I want to solve that problem. And in solving that problem, it comes with money. The deficit of a importation of rice, a match, and for that matter, let me go into rice production. Nanke no, when we say environmental, a resource capital, it do Ghana be abundantly. We are no free. Then you come to natural resource capital, gold, diamond, bauxite, manganese, oil. We have all. The only thing lacking in this country is financial capital. To get all these 4 in line. Ghana ni abranche timi nsore nko bank enfa idea nkoto emiyama ni sika aban timi creative wealth and financial assistance ai betimi dia man krofo enso aban so oba be tax yebutum. Tomorrow is exactly 56 years A2 Kwame Nkrumah. I will leave it here, but see the financial capital no America no. Ghana ni abranche awadi 25 years. Energy woni mu no peso obobra. Whatna Ghana ha wamfa anye wi no ma o de be totromate or best say most of the youthful age ya mencha na de na wontimi kwa America enko UK Germany so okobobra tie 25 years or the 5 years of the life from 25 to 30 ebe ye adwuma wo US ni UK abresa ni nyina sika wo bo anu nyina o de kopenkrata. So 5 years of the life or wasting just to get a year UK, US, Germany in Krata. Or we are the next 10 years of in a life. Yes, we be ya juma sa. Edia make sure say ne ma. Enkola no a wo bu o mo no betimi dia hwe o mo nya baby pesi edia tua ne mortgage ene ne yira awaware no ne kunu awaware no atena so the next 15 years no still a wonya financial capital le bebobra. Ansan wo wi a the next 10 years, which is 25 years of their life, while your Juma Sevia, say Juma na war ye di saving in our besi die wagana ha. So the next 25 years of their life, that person do not have access to financial capital. Meanwhile, akola or Malaysia, or Singapore, or China, who did 25 years, or the idea kotohwa. A buying son of cinema manisika, banks and a son of cinema manisika, or the sa idea never ha, yana na wedi 60 years, and then asasi bemano, because of lucra financial capital, yana nem kurabi. So the youth who is supposed to develop this country, or better siya bra 25 years now when you have financial capital and crown in some and financial, you are wasting the youthful aging now, and you tell us this system will help us. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I will delve deep into this matter on Saturday, Abanaso, and a powerhouse. I don't have much to say because commander of the airwaves, formerly of the afternoon, now in the evening, who is my senior.
Oine, Majoso.
Bibiawako.
Charles McCarthy ne kai osu busana se bibia ebokwa ohun si besi ajeso.
Arendia.
Because when you live in a country where you have access to crude oil, but you are buying fuel at a higher price more than Togo, more than Burkina, and other neighboring countries, then I say unim dumeni kakrama mnemfi frintem.
Air condition. Are.
Na I say otia say enye boko.
As a 52.
Yes.
When
you live in a country, Nana, President Mills they see a year buffer stock. As we speak, buffer stock at the car almost 300 million Ghana cedis. They can't buy
buffer stock.
Yes.
And the Kufuado.
Yes. Yes. It's a fact. And say no buffer stock. Say Oman for only say Burkina for any other neighboring countries in the better not buy tomatoes and other not young crop for now 12 outside the Baha beton or techiman. Yes, they can buy buffer stock. But what you of normal cars no outside line or move a friendly and yako.
Because the buffer stock was supposed to be the shock absorbers.
Exactly.
So better go.
In the time where loopholes were but no release the market.
Na market na Acheamfour.
In the same crop tomatoes, tomatoes 4 or 5 cedis. Yes, amount for to Jane 10 cedis near Bobo Akakrakada no. Ebi Akakraka pan miensa mebwa. It's happening. And who will say a boko. And your boko, but as say flour, ya de brodo, and then ya de and near my bofro, say, and near my to say, young fan say, by ye, to say,
right,
beans, says a bean, who say white beans, no, sorry, who say young white beans or Ghana,
young white beans or
oh, yes, young white beans or Ghana,
are they?
And you see, let me tell you, even last year, fertilizer, and then they say, a free yakutonum say, omu denies fertilizer, we are funded by Jumakrano. They took it to Burkina to go and sell it. They smuggled it out. Yes. Yes. Why? Jomama time. Now fertilizer you free. Omu buy, omu farmer, omu meton. Na fertilizer bar not for sale. Ebo meboa. Sabe ya be encourage Acheamfour and man farm mo ewura Acheamfour. And you ask me near my boko there. Me pa cho say see ama me mbusa o. Meter. Ye jibi meter. Oji meter e ko fi a ECG meter say na 490 Ghana or so. Now it's almost around 1,900 and something. 1,001.
You are delving into the issues that you're discussing.
No, so
we're not Listowell and Apoku Ewoha on the year convener good governance and Advocacy Group. And that's more follow me. Yani tell. And then I saw you for the Wofia no a battleground. And then my J or in a show no at the Acheamfour. We are on the battleground. And then no a toe. This one cover.
Yeah, bro.
Na bia boko there.
Oh, you know Roma. Enya boko. If you yanka banka bada mesa.
And also I said to say.
Na bede na boko. Minu I can a not for sale and I make or self mafo. Book ani a church not for sale. Obetoma present kufo.
Adia.
Book a church not for sale. Obetoma kufo. And only 2 man penny for.
Ah,
yes.
I said to say.
Na sani pay 2 man penny for. Obi a no book a church not for sale. Wetimi ato ama abanyam ye yi na di akotena fie and only 2 man penny for. Na ye boko.
Na o come na kusi say.
Me come na kusi say krono ena ene edi ahim edi adenteche ewa kufu odo amamum. Na beda na ye boko sebi okusi epie ewia. Na kusi epie ewia na sebi asemsi ni bomu anko epie. Baby a penalty. Kasi se mi nka ojuju aboju sem. Ohini mu a. Ene oni e beto dame. Efie ya nka banka bada yensa.
Efie ya nka banka ba nensa.
Efie nye.
Ena yabahwe eye matters of eye Ilabi, the twist and turns. Yeah. Are we going? Are we coming? Yeah. Yejina ha. Adwasafo yesise ye di san komani aba. Benjamin eye head of research edema eye Kopek Ghana. Ben akwa.
Yenia.
Bibia boko de.
Boko ame. O sitting there hot in Jimmy. Sitting there shit. It's the Bianca senior commander Bobie the bit Martinez.
Commander the bit you feel is simple.
They value I say me the 2 baby asembe Kwame host no say hey no bet to me.
Na bet to me.
I say 4 amuti bet to me o say when o say me dwane na me probably me yard yo. Kwame boko etim.
Bibia the din.
The din enye ba etim sa.
Yeah, cancer Kwame plus be PA studio. And the discussions you know will be centered on a E-levy matters arising. But men say mrebebre because and your time no esi etimima esu bia so. Ma me fa komna Bobie ansa enante. Komna E-levy we de chire say de akoba ne say member of parliament, ebeba parliament, abaye ne parliamentary duties a. And oji so chief of staff Emma another member of parliament awaye ni baby daddy 120,000 e de kotuna council ye wia ya fa a private jet e de amane se won fa private jet no emra na enokura chiri no yes the chief of staff sa akotwen e wo ayi ne dem be 1 hour 30 minutes ansan waba am ye de ne de motorcade e de nanum aba parliament ansa would when ye de chiri wo no de minim se me de e de asama
Kwame. But before that, no, Mamenchia a dom and then pimping said a dom across the country. Abuchinkwa omu 80 the world, right?
Right.
A dom into Mamenchia or Munin and Yumri. Now a moment says and a born naposo. But before that, no, my me enye a dear way on say on my way, and near maybe a coswa. Say ye man for tiasie. Unim say Orai Ibrahim Mahama. We see a year 550 bed ultra modern dormitory at the Tamale Senior High School, Tamasco. And as we speak today, is 75% complete.
Wow.
Yes. This is the manner. You see, ya komano nyine hini box I say on to. Na abedane huyi enen tokwa adaya China for metunko China ni betuko obekwa kosi sade we ewo Tamasco China ni bekwa kosi ade we ewo Asante Agona
basa na ye joma manu anti wontimi emfa this is conflict of interest.
Why Kennedy Ofuriata data bank Kennedy Ofuriata ne dia ne akufado data bank enya ministries, agencies, any various municipal near you know you're different. No insurance, enterprise insurance, enterprise insurance, or the issue of government agencies. Nah,
Enterprise insurance.
Enterprise insurance.
You know that for a fact.
But it's in the document. Kenoforiata. Now they Kenoforiata the Fatano. Now says Boleni the Fatano. Ibrahim the Fatano. Kenoforiata the Fatano. So as I saw Maisika Ekodi. Now Ibrahim the I mean this kind of logic, you know, the ordinary person on the street, it was a bodamsem. And you also China you may find in a hini. China you go see Damascus. And you are talking about almost 550 bed ultra modern dormitory. 550. And you joke.
So we monkey bed crab bed times 2.
Now, it's almost 75 complete.
75%.
75%. And this is what we are talking about. What I say? And when you have citizens, tell me, point in the school. For the 5 years, what me see about 550. What 500? 50. Point 1 secondary school. So I think, sir, you better take this opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, young congratulate Ibrahim Mahama. Ibrahim. Yeah, your friend Baba. I think old boy no. Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
And I think, sir,
Baba, according to him, say one coho.
No. Oko. That the information. I am sorry, senior brother.
Senior brother called Ganasco.
Now we call Tamasco. Okay, so I am.
You will be a permanent.
The woman no. Kwame.
Yeah.
E-levy. In the first place, Yamo Biantias say, any human. So a Ghanani, so a Malini, we ni J. Or ye DNA. Bia or bet try to justify e-levy. Excuse my language. Or platform no so. Say any panel where you insane.
Idea. You may differ in ideologies, but on you insane. Cause one person me plus we defend e-levy. Was it
really?
Was he e-levy the India? Is it you?
This is my first time.
I mean, I don't know if you have a cancer. Was he in
India? Plus, or your argument be a man one am tenase.
Are they?
Some pebuntia.
Say yes.
Me kwame plus the argument. I mean, engrofo tenase. Me kwame tenase.
Are they?
Some pe.
Say mo pe near there.
I guess na mo pe no.
They mo pe no.
Buntia. Kwame just want this government to be more unpopular. Simple.
To use reverse psychology on them.
Reverse psychology. Now, Baumia Grampe, now Kwame Plus. Baumia no mu. So Kwame Plus is just playing the devil's advocate. Look, side here we are for resistance, and this resistance. Eboa abaino. And in fact, Baumia Faswo. Let's ask this question. Is it true, say, Baumiani or say Acheamfour Mensah Bonsu? And then Pesa Josafu Abeba now. Is it true?
Are they?
No, we are just asking questions. Is it true?
Baumiani or say Acheamfour Mensah Bonsu?
Is it true, Baumia? Akongwe Akufo-Addo nene di hun komo say they should stop the e-levy? Is it true? Is it true that Baumia is not in support and in favor of this e-levy? Because it may destroy the future ambitions. All these questions are there. But you see, the point is that Baumia is part of the problem. And Akufo-Addo is just trying to find an antidote for them to steal more. And now Baumia will say, I mean, these are, normal issues. But let's come back to the reality. Okay, so Nana, Obia Otie Biano. It's so simple. Me pacho, Listowell ebebuame. Listowell, is it true, say, as of December last year, now your public debt is say 362 billion.
362 billion.
Ghana cedis.
Some of them were not accounted.
Exactly.
Yes, but you can say
exactly
on record.
Service and also interest and amortization in 46 billion yentua. But Akufo no I just say when say John Mahama Beka say you better about 2020 no now Akufo age 140 billion. Not 100. The question is size can what there. Let's stay within the ambit of the 140 billion. And then a dear pan Akufo yeah on point to into Ghana near onam osu Ghana near onam Kumasi Kejetia Ghana near onam Eyako to Kraba Ghana near onam Takrade market the onam Tamale Tachiman Kentampo market onim what is
Akufo-Addo aje 140 billion
2020
as at 2022 years ago.
Yes, 2 years ago.
But now won't me accounted for the ODI.
Nana one Kasa Bobie Chiraye Bobie Chiraye
Free SHS.
Free SHS is not from
it's
the,
just about 7 billion.
But
and it's not from loans.
It's not from loans. From the oil money.
Oil money. On one castle from
the oil money. Every loan.
That means what 140 billion as at 2 years ago. Currently 240 billion.
Yes.
But you won't the ODI year.
Oh yes.
86.9 billion. Onim the ODI koye. Otim fanya we. Betonsium.
There you. Ya do akọ jina pon se dware. O ba afia ho amfi. Was Musa so bucket mamia me hu be shine. What about them?
I think where they pay or see in show.
And where you know frame. No, what can I say?
Why do you need that form?
Our form what?
Ya do akọ jina debio. Ayi power FM. Ofa e poro na down no. Ya do akọ jina se dware. E poro na down no. U wie ya so wie. Am wo so hu fi. Ubedru efie ni ekire ba bi efie wa o si mama mi so bucket me ye fine se su kirema
in this case
but what is going na anya ye o si so mama eye 6 billion within a year me change the whole Ghana man I set tax what about them
that be me see here no frame
why you need that form
well you can say that
why you need that form team and anyam ni etiatia so because no tell me onipa ben na nyansa woni mu a obaji saade we adi nana mami muso asem Power FM Emma 5 days say for a show over Monday Tuesday Wednesday Thursday Friday still show no nkeke after the management flower o se minya Saturday na me powers no wo
because me kwame
also abadam after the so what I say abadam also abadam Davidana, I said, Grandma can be like I say, what about them? Wouldn't answer. Sir, 240 billion. When we have provided a fertilizer, I'm a for America.
What me have a year coin?
When we have found your say, after the no walk at say, so when you 11 billion one, and your mouth be yano, a Bronson. But damn, no, come
but in this case, there is something I am fire gonna encore.
What is this?
Abai say the projection is based on a year 500 billion be you make it year some 2 years ago. And I said, or share a year projection 1.75 no Obenya 6 point something billion. But this is a case where one Abaya ye a year transactions below a year 100 Ghana a free move. So in this case, that transactions below 100 Ghana. No? How much of the 500 billion does it constitute? Two, about certain transactions where ye Ephraim, it is who you sue a year, yes, say 500 billion at the year projection. Now so ye a year transactions below 100 Ghana, which will amount to about 150 billion Ghana cedi every month. That means a projection will be around 350 billion. We year no so free more bank transfers in here. They will see we year free. So your projections will be around a year 220 billion. So in this case, even the 6 billion now open, it cannot materialize. It is not feasible. So abai that
all that kind of reactor in a Akufo-Addo want is that we should legalize it. They will bring every component back.
It's a strategy.
It's a strategy.
Well, yes, 0.00% crack.
You can legalize it.
Once there is a law Increment is not a difficult thing.
Debut. Now, did I law? The increment in the Abe. Debbie and Abe.
Said what the year a driver for
Debut.
I'm not from
or you say, or ya, quite amount. I go quite now, or ya amount. Well, Chima according near my album was a area. Now, I can draw a catches. I mean, I'm going to Wayavie. Sikana the man on what they are young quite over trouble. Now, I can dress in general. Yana,
I want to it's means almost that die.
No, you see, let me tell you. Me what you do on case me young watch my but I'm running my the point to say the 11 you know Akufa on say Kenofurata be catch say sika bia ni obi. Yes, Kenofurata be can say sika bia ni ya futu mu bio. One more yes cano. Ghana ni bia o tie me bia nyumre should get it right. Akufa no yes can nyama asa. There is no money. There is no money in our account. And therefore, we here a year e-levy. Now e-levy no. Listen, e-levy no. And yes, a beer, omo de baba so mo jijiska o. Omo de kwaji loan, asia beti chedi. Are give seko. Get fund seko. And then the baby. Road fund call
stabilization fund.
So they just need this one. Loan. Data bank and 2%. Right? They can yenche. We are Ghana for better.
So and yes, 6 billion no more penny more person mu collateralize and the loan. Never saw mama.
Sir, obi the 500 Ghana cedis. Maybe 500 Ghana cedis.
Right.
Masendiama Listowell. Yateme. This was send them away. Yateno. And when assembly Kenofurata can ehupa.
And I
Kenofurata say Ukra say 100 million.
Okra 1 million.
1 million.
Who make you 1 million? That's about 15,000 Ghana.
Into to Kenofurata 150 million. Yes, come on, 15,000. Oh, so Obokro no.
But how many people make 1 million Ghana cedi in Ghana?
That is the question.
Listowell and Apoku Faminanti on the 11 area becoming Yaman so plus a fresh he's on his way coming and Chibia Bedruha. But Acheamfour free I see you Achema. I said this is Acheamfour free. I follow you closely. Achema say messages near about Facebook and also 1 2 3 1 2 3 you better read it. Listen Faminanti Yanko
Mamincha Nyansafoni and Indifua Omutie and Yimri.
Acheamfour Joso.
Na menchia sebio omonso a omadwene wo fom a omutie enwumre isan se matamfo ne madofo nyina etie mechia obi bia
so me musa
etija me research na kireo
research o ye na no kire se ewiase nyina no 199 countries Ghana wo mo omadwene wo fom pa ne yeto so 190 and you biti only 9 countries eti
eso so ye hwe o mampani ni na pamfo any this to home because you go here program Pokigami die no you hu say baby no oda say yatimi ama one money muso from Rwanda ama ama ni muso kwakodru about 140 to 145 no I just say Rwanda omuma mpani na adwene no e wo soro ba ye mampani no ene na pamfo no omadwen wo from Tigana for ya adwen wo from tina mechia omunyina now kwame
yey
e-levy eye krono obia obe justify e-levy bia oye thief oye broad daylight lie thief
Mr.
Don't you make us no
yeah Bobie Mensah me running show thank you listen Faminanti
Vama Hainum
Penimfuti Ose Labi Bobie out thank you listen your movie
there are so many forms of
and by the time maybe Mugabe be ma 30 minutes I can hold to 10 and minister Mugabe by this time muti whatever my general manager so ma 10 minutes 30 minutes be atuswa
if any could you manager
Faminanti brother
I didn't say we you need quite see a chirem na de bia me ka sembi na eya na emunchiremu no ebia ye bewie na mmra ayɛ tie nti yɛntimi nkyerɛ mu yie na adwene a ɛbɛba obi tiri mu sɛ ɔbɛkɔ akɔfrɛ adeɛ bi e-levy no ɛyɛ nipakuo bi yɛ a yɛne ɔmo wɔ yɛasetena mu pɛ ɛne bɛtumi anya saa adwene no Kwame yɛwɔ nipa bi a ɛyɛ ne yɛtae ka sɛ efie bia mɛnsɛm wɔ mu ɔmo ka yɛn ho ɛwɔ asetena mu na saa asetena yɛ a yɛwɔ mu yi saa nipakuo no ɔmo yɛ nkɔfoɔ bi a enubɔne ɛne ɛho dwadie ɛna ɔmo taa yɛ paa na enubɔne yɛwɔ nipakuo bi a ɔmo ka yɛn ho ɛwɔ asetena yi mu na saa nkɔfoɔ no Kwame cocaine addiction sɛ ɛba wɔ mu a Kwame bibia ni wɔn ma de ma na ɛwɔ wiase ma ɛso no
ɔde toto aban wei ho
na bi Bobie bacho jai na menyim adwuma
ɔyɛ me lawyer
dabi Listowell nante
cocaine ni yeah wɔyɛ addicted ɛnyɛ sɛ wɔn a ebi a sɛ biribi a yɛsɛ wɔ akwa wei no ɔhye cocaine ne bi a bonso atwitwi autofista bi no ɔde nam krom deɛ watɔ mu ntentan yeah bruni friend addicted and also wɔyɛ addicted to drugs cocaine ni bibia ni wɔ so no sika opa fa efie japadeɛ nyinaa ma no ɔbɛtɔ ne nyinaa di osa begina kwan wa sresra deɛ na no mi postu kenoforiata picture bi a no gina kwan mu sresre sika ɔne ne yere sresre sika because on a finance committee chairman Acheamfour be ye flag bearer no e position on e de ne to ano na in fact Paul Afoko be ye party chairman no on my account bi the man omo pam no when you say party headquarters the whole MPP sika na that party footwom was 89 cedis
89 Ghana cedis
89 cedis meanwhile no enkofo bi te say kenoforiata no mo manage party accounts from the original party accounts no na sika what safutuo ni no na they were in excess of $45,000 in one account ba ko pe no boy now ohwesu ne banya omode tra opposition a it was a rehearsing grounds so party coffers will be empty but their private pockets will be full.
So in this case
Bobie busa question bi say where is the 140 billion? Look, I've always questioned why Sastikano Ghana phone for attention koso. Because that is the only way you will see the TV. Then there be who the rule.
That is the only way I've been with the mismanagement.
It's not mismanagement, it is chrono and your TV. You cannot say mismanagement.
Bobie, Bacho, you are not a cow because you are always behind the microphone. Allow. Listen,
he is my lawyer.
It's okay. Let's move.
Oh, so you are able to understand that theory, sir. We have thieves managing the economy of this country.
Bacho, thieves, you know, one of me a bit uncomfortable.
Fine, I'm not here for your comfort anyway. I'm not here for your comfort. Oh, Yetiane say.
No, but
Omubusa Professor Mills.
My brother, Mr. Mimchoano. Yeah. I think you are not being fair.
Adendia.
You are not being fair.
Ade.
Because look, Obi otimi ka kira say COVID sika kura me no nim kuntabu. Onye kromfo.
There is a reason and me share that me who free speaker seat. Che Bobie. Bobie, nyabotre. There is a reason here me who free the speaker seat here. Me be share plenary mu so ene Benjamin Siase me imagine me speaker seat am better ha.
So there's a reason
I will do my job as the speaker of the house.
We are doing our job as floor members.
Bebacho, we are deputy speaker in this house as at now. So allow. Listen, Yanante.
Hey, I heard deputy speaker.
No, so kase
Osia deputy speaker we dia hra.
So kase on kase o me akromfo dia. Maybe they are armed robbers, so you can use that.
Okay. Oh, so Professor Mills ba bemu obu ni man oye nioma sebi mfaso woso. After 9 months in government, Professor Mills started commissioning things. Acheamfour do begina bedjam. So why Professor do little. Ebusan say other than Professor Mills said to me akobo business kakra say as at that time it was about 20 billion Ghana cedis. Other than Professor Mills, Etimiako Bobisia 20 billion. Now, so yeah, who the other he has multiplied it by how many decimal points? About 7. In just 3.5 years, Akufo-Addo Bobisia 7 times the Professor Mills boy. That is amounting to about 140 billion. Now, if you ask Akufo-Addo, says, no, look, it is only accountability that will call for the ousting of Akufo-Addo. It is only accountability because Akufo-Addo cannot account for 10% of all the monies he has accrued in his government. He cannot account for 10%. They have stolen. Look, and it's a national security threat. The monies they have accrued, the monies they have stolen, the monies they have embezzled, the monies they have robbed, the monies they have ripped us off. Kwame, it is enough threat to the national security of this country. So if Obitisa, after having stolen all these monies, Obijana Opunechi catcher will say, "We hear Bibia your friend E-levy." Now, Bodam. It's say when the elephant is mad, well, you be basa. You say cocaine.
Elephant levy.
Yes.
But we allow Listowell.
Elephant levy.
Yes. An elephant be our bodam biano. Yeni be to say cocaine ni pepe. Oni wo, oni ferie, oni sua sebi. Yade kan sem emu no kreche nipa. Ono abo krono awia no aba begina wo kwan no. Pa choma mi sika kakra mfa nkoto wi kakra. On ferry o ka wi a kire so on ferry. Sika na wo begina wo be wia enso on ferry. Me kan sem bi kire wo say akwa bi no wo take
analogy. What the analogy na kasa say oh cocaine for sika nso mo aban we nso sika nso mo. But that does not imply say aban mu.
In fact, I am not doing the deductions for the listeners.
Please,
they have their minds and intelligently as they are. And your phone yes.
Bobie, but Obama me chance because me so allow.
Oh yeah, no, it's not fine.
He's suffocating me.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. So I will leave you for the next 3 minutes. Make your submission.
Oh, enti Kwame, cocaine for sika bien so mudi. Cocaine ni betimi aton efie japade aton hotel. Asa baba gina kwa nwa sresra de won fere cocaine ni obaba be gina ga na force wia musika nyina wia di asa kasok asa ko gina ba bi se mi si da manyakopon edan ni won si obebu dan nyina gu di akosi ye friend say apartments obe di sika ni nyina obe wia ka tro say me say baba gi kakra tefa kakra se obotom na sa kudi on fere onya ni wo cocaine ni na brabo eye basa enu ntina ye nananom da bia no mutu yenfo say na wankọ afodifo tena bia ofodi ni wa obeka cha wo se woni ferie ntino ono ne yire ane ne obawo ne asoma no ne so ko gina bonti na di oba na tem oba no so wonyansa woni tirim so oba no sa adwene ni bi na nkada ntirim anka bi anko no so kwa America ko sa ne ho yade ewiase ne de Kwame obi a wo na adwen yen mampani ya wonya ne ba bi ko owura Buzia Professor Buzia ebon dia mamu so ye prof nimdie ni nyansa ne de o se nipa edu anase nipa wo hakohia no mo kan asem na se ba ko pe eye dissenting viewer dissenting viewer na dissenting voice eni kwase ye ha no san se ebia na adwen na wo be kire be wie no na nipa eduokronkron no kra be sesa wo madwene enti Buzia na yegina ne dimu de tie party no enye ba ko na aka no yegina Buzia dimu na de tie party no Buzia kra se you hear dissenting views. Ebini saying, Acheamfour could be a member of the party, but only when you're and she's entitled to her opinion. She is entitled to her opinion, and she must not be forced to toe the line of the party. Just as Akufo-Addo may not have been forced to toe the line of the party in Kufuor's regime. Did he not dissent views on President Kufuor's cabinet? Did Akufo-Addo not dissent views? Was it against the MPP? Was it against President Kufuor's government? So Acheamfour, as wise as she is, she sees everything thievery about this e-levy. Now on to me nyane ba o yare ho. Emma me hwe e-levy. On to me nya sebi o ba o no wakwa wo so sebi o wanya miscarriage.
na wa yare na wo kro no a wo pa bonti no wo se wonya ne yare ho no ma medi wachi na o meto abama levi no wo se wonya eno mu de na kosi tankuru wa mu ena mu didi professor aye friends apostle Kwadwo Safo atem na me say wan na wa ban we mu a wa bo bra te se apostle Kwadwo Safo wan Acheamfour do na odi oman nanim no sebi onya apostle Kwadwo Safo anke bi anka ode be ne papa forever because sebi apostle Kwadwo Safo seso e woni fie a me didi se anka nya na brabo ene se ye bo oman yi mu ne ye de apostle Kwadwo Safo akosi tankuru wa mu e di na tem nipa na odi na tem ne so kra no sebi o on se fata aye Kenya Japan e di apostle Kwadwo Safo atem nimdini nyansani we se nya ne so du e wo ma we mu anka nya oman yi e kenya ya adwene e wo form ni 99 190 ye no so ma na onu po na ma ya apostle Kwadwo Safo empo na ma ya anwe e ke ye we anke ya ka wi ase nipa o ma adwene wo form anka ye ne ye ba we 199 ke ye ne ye we apostle Kwadwo Safo nti ene ye kra ye di 190 na sa wo obi te say Kenya Japan e wo mrese badwamu a e be da wuni 190
Bacho Kenya Japan aye dey mfani misi anye
da bi odidi mini abatem account 90 na account we bia na ofiri so oba me so kwase na se ye de ne yonko ye ne no na woni Kwadwo Safo mpanya apostle Kwadwo Safo aye oden ta kwa dza be bi sa do me kwa be nyanya na do me kwa be nya ho na ka cho se eye hwan dia eye makokwe dia
me da se gina ho me na me check ma bi mfiri ho asan makoma
omo pese makokwe ba ne meye MP na omra so wonya 1% kura ne nyame aye na do
me ba ma menti adwuma bi mfiri ho lawyer Eduji Tamakolo Bobie
unim say national security recording program their own guys send me messages
okay
omo you know recording na clear audible
na se show ni yenye no nwuram
ya ne bi wo from ni bi ni o adwene wo from ade ye radio obi etie bi because adwene wo from a eye man pani ani adwene wo from a
mera se ma menya dwuma bi lawyer Eduji Tamakolo lawyer ni wala ni so Eduji akwaba
Baba mi azari
nyame ara romana onso wo diseni
anyamnado
enkomo ye die wo se obesa o ti bibi free ho tew warama eri asema
do kwame amaju oyenti atombe wa ananka investment ka commitment into ode igya beka o kwante okay na adenti ana investment intervention na se na Bobie kasa no so there is some political issue there. One who says to say a finance minister or use the friend of blackmail. Operation blackmailing can be used to accept the levy. Now, almost call one of the reasons, no, Obisa a rhetorical question. Okay. Now, the Ukra 1 million Ghana cedis. Now, of man 15,000 cedis. What is it? But obviously, Ukra 1 million Ghana cedis, 15,000 per in your pay. And you see, fundamentally, the finance minister and person who are blessed is simple. Mobile money is like a check. Mobile money platform, as it's so usual check. This time around, you are doing it electronically. Now, you who issue a check transferring 1 million of your account to Bobie and Sam. You bet you have 15,000 for each check. Those were on X. So how can you say, if I decide to transfer 1 million electronically, I have to pay 15,000?
But in this case, how many people even make that 1 million in this country a year?
No, I think you, for the sake of argument, now, the basic principle of taxation, one of the basic principles of taxation is the principle of fairness. What it means is that two people similarly placed should not suffer any discrimination on the same tax policy. But what it means is that, and then, what most studio will be after this show, now, if you go talk a now, a Kobasi will be so big here. with Bomba, or no bet you are 11. Who uses fiscal cash 8 years? Who makes your fee will not pay any of the levy. So it offends that cardinal principle of taxation. Yes, fair no. The principle of fairness. Now, my chief, Miami Klein, A+, also, he supports levy. We disagree to it. The reason why I'm in position is problematic. They say, this is the only administration abroad. 120 billion Ghana cedis from oil. No government had ever gotten that kind of money. This is the only administration. 17 billion Ghana cedis from ESLA alone. ESLA, na MPP forecast say here the user tax no. ESLA and Kwama Acheamfour administration 17 billion Ghana cedis.
So in this case, when you enough money, but ultimately fanya she, and I can't be na kana na what also be jaka. Right.
Without PSHS to collapse. That will now make our a billion. Meanwhile, so far, from September 2016 to date, the overall cost of PSHS is 7.2 billion. Out of that 7.2 billion,
so even that alone can consume the whole 11, and it will not even be enough. Let alone a bit timia a year acquiring hospital on the
it may cover it almost there. 11 almost PSHS. Now we say no PSHS from September 2017 to date, if we oil about 20 billion. Into the English 7 billion, 20 billion, and 13 billion. And now almost there, without levy, almost 2 years you start. What we say, even the 6.7 billion are almost expected from levy. Only 5% from the Pacoya you start. Only 5%. Now, one of the biggest, and I want all of you to interrogate this thing. What we say, can we at the law be a parliament capping and realignment act? By reason of this capping and realignment,
your friend is saying
capping and realignment act. Capping and realignment act. What we say? Some lawyer or the parliament, I see road funding. Like I say, to get the road funding. 1.8 billion Ghana cedis. What we say in Ghana, every kilometer of road, you do 1.5 million Ghana cedis. 1.8 billion Ghana cedis. How many kilometers of road? Every guy a dual road from here to Kumasi. But what in the Acheamfour side? On the capping and realignment plan under their back. It's in 1.8 now Acheamfour road fund or the only less than 80% medical. Or this what they have good consolidated fund or say I'm gonna use it for one village, one dam, 1 day straight, 1 day, 1 way, 1 way. The social intervention program. So the money that is supposed to go into the road fund are only using the actual road contractors what happened. So the money is not going there.
Okay.
And these are the issues. These are the issues.
I think you are raising important points. We need to sit down and digest these matters. It cannot be digested because of a time factor.
Funny, Mr. 30 seconds. Look, what we all begin to do is that let's ask Acheamfour, okay, to account for a critical issue. What we say in all of this conversation, one of the things I'm said, for the first time, the finance minister, the minister of finance, the presidency in charge of finance, Charles Tubwai, what we say, almost company, a company, a kind of Black Star brokerage advisory, and about the friend of data bank. These two companies advised the two ministers on how much we borrow. So for the
Acheamfour data bank. Anna ne deputy adubu ahen so wo Black Star brokerage.
No, they say Nana go down to Bobie. Why elevating to Minister of State?
Minister of State in charge of finance. Anna
in charge of finance.
Anna say wo mumia bi nyina wo brokerage ne financial institution. Wo mo na say advice government no massage scale go o council.
In terms of campaign I left the Black Star brokerage advisory. What you here? Now, anytime these two companies advises them and they have paid a commission on the work that they have done.
And
so one of the things that the moment say, we'll find it out from the Right to Information Commission. That's from the time there are 20 data banks as advisor or transaction.
How much has been paid to them through these advising?
How much commission has been paid to them? They deserve to know as the people. How much are they paid? What percentage?
Okay, Lawyer, your point is well made. We will follow, and like I said, I think I need you in the studio by tomorrow so we can actually digest these matters. Wisdom. Lawyer MDG Tamaklo by Ochina Fanibra studio Nyama Wakan. I need to digest all these things. And now soldier for now battlefield the nuclear arsenal senwa and we are my time no and so shanty mame sap na Ochina me so yen share this uncle on why whatever. Yamla back to the studio. Lawyer MDG Tamaklo na yen no atwetwe nkomo no. Bobie
Kwame unim me
2 minutes na me ko Benjamin Siaso.
Information unim say there is a document,
right?
Data enterprise insurance, special life insurance cover for
health workers,
health personnel and allied professionals.
10 million can become one. I have that information.
Yeah.
Share.
And vehicles for Ministry of Health.
All ministries. Particularly Ministry of Health.
Enterprise insurance. Documents, see a time, so but you will get time and digest it.
I will come to you. Now, me person touch on but why not going to IMF?
But you see, almost mean call IMF because numbers, figures from the Ministry of Finance. Omo cookie. Okay, say many figures be by my IMF Becca say and Tessa. Do you remember?
Right.
And Kenoforeta can go to jail.
And secondly,
and that is why they are avoiding the IMF because almost books, almost cookie figures. Yemfa Winsha, Yemfa Winkotwa, Yemfa Winsha, Yem beat Ghana for. I mean, figures are crowding in their books are wrong.
Benjamin,
but just secondly, IMF IMF has given Ghana 2 billion. In fact, they have not given any country that much. In this Fourth Republic here away, IMF, IMF, so why are you going back to them? They will question you as to the usage of the money. You have to prove the utilization of the money. And where accountability. Edru hon masika so na mawiai. Etu ko ka de pan na IMF, say ko toilet roll. And now say tissue paper. 100 million.
Kwame, wait a minute question. Omeka say IMF more another money $230 million. $200 million. Yes. Then Anche World Bank. Sorry, World Bank. Rep no on Joy FM.
Was it 430 million?
230 way.
And no one enra speaker boafu ehun ne no. Speaker no de nakonwa ma Joe say wusu. Say one to debate ne so. Was say adia speaker rule and one wabo to egu because omon person be accountability. Na auditor general adwuma. Auditor general adwuma na wonim say auditor general adwuma, auditor general ho na moye bipartisan committee. Ama ye ko Sputnik V. Emuma kronu sika be 2.8 million. Asaba abai futuom. Ye kan Sputnik V ho asem ekufo do kotwa ye jabs. E wo bono. Sa de na Kwakwajima manu ewia sika.
Kwakwajima manu a.
Ye se bone so bo.
Kwakwajima manu a.
And so we 2.8 million.
Ya
fa de fa ho.
Ya chene se we wia se.
Nyanya no matua 2.8 million ama aban no. Sasa kan stand komu wia.
Medasisa wona so
but even the question is
Madam Waba. To pain ointment to pain capsules, ebetu wu pain, to pain ointment to pain capsules, ebetu wu pain. Say wachiri bramo, wajonku, uhenu he eyoya, wachiri nkase eyoya, usisi, otinasia na emuyo ya. Sciatica to sisi. Uti epiwo to pain. Rheumatism, arthritis, and the kumesi jahine. To pain, ebetu pain. Na ebema pain in na wato, ampanyampa, and ramen numbi. Se ejamiana siatike hame ekoi na anu neja sante hema die yasi yesa ko gina ye na soa na ekọ kan wo menum to pay di bitwi ye yiro jam ekọ edi me comfort to pay ointment to pain capsules amount Solac mixture emai ade anu uhenu enkoyi a wadaro ma ebegu aware ye ma me no nana na agu no uhenu enkoyi a me ka uhenu he mpanimfo nkomo na media wo bia so na ato ne mpaibo
ye kan uhele no
hala egwaye ube hunu wode ne nsa baako ahye ho na wo bɔ ne tirim paapa no wo dwi scratch and win spams ni komwa entimi nyina mu ye na atia sane ne nyina wo hia eye Solac mixture Bema nso eja uno Listowell na napokumu de wo musi so atwe eti ese eten ede ya ba kote wanti gono ya beti syphilis wadaruma one na moa eje won sane dross won sane boxes vi baju bankrodo so mampele aguni se ya atwom odi ane eye Solac mixture enye listo odi ane de anya na America
advert we white we bo hudua
Solac mixture anababwa
omuni damedro
oh debi we Solac mixture anababwa Zipman capsules no bema ade no entrini ntimi empeja yie epeja moja ntimi nsani mu bonse asini trust wuhia eye Solac mixture watutu ezo nkwabo biada wakɔ nwura mu watutuo watugu that means wabomu a ade no nsane ma wuhia eye Zipman capsules panyan wo bete de Zipman capsules ni nyina ebema wate de Prostafit capsules no se wu nyina wu kɔ ojonso twa no eye mre jonso twa no eye mre de beboa eye Prostafit capsules ojonso ana ahwiagu eye ushusu kakra eno sa wa mprumu yi a uje mu no ana afɔ eye odros we hear Prostafit. Dr. Solomon Freno 0245 616 028 0245 616 028 and some papa we're going to close instead of 9:30. Koyo manager. What's it? The late Kwame A+ is in the house. The late Kwame A+. The late in your latest. The late Kwame A+ wa. But my many Dr. Solomon Timfro and a doc. Your busasa candidates are white. Bema. Etimi affected a memman swana. Tenetel so about I generous and another.
Me that's my initiative for being quickly. White candidates is white no.
Right.
It means affected member. The answer is yes. Until 25 years ago, not science them say white and man kwanenya. Because candidates no say ensu white be free oba and swans will be going say man kwana yenya. Be when say oba or white no only be meshia. Oban ties on ache say jaman I guess a count no was wrong. Now one san kasura keba mesha san mo nyina ebe pawo best no. It will more FF no na afen wo mo na akwese lasika watweme mu abaye no. Fanka solution.
Anya fresh. And then say him.
O de pona sa himfio. To din say your sebeka home. Adekuma ade
CC ho oba obesiesie ho a Dr. Solomon medi one dance say the to pain ointment to pain capsules no good, and in fact me medical ka say I don't just do advert for the sake of doing it, but at the end me hunu say enipa no or wo at heart in producing whatever they've produced. Met me the one dance yama compare Zipman capsules no compare Solac mixture. Document I say power 97.9 asampa tia medi ade Okatakyie Afrifa Mensah betimi afrem Bombardier Food Masha Squadron Leader Ranger Buffalo Hwan Royal General Kabaka Bomfa ade share secretary ade share me fra Santiago na mene Listowell Nana Poku one year good governance and advocacy groups convener ene eye Bobie Mensah Kwame Plus will stop disturbing. Thank you very much. Ene Benjamin Sia ene waha ya twetwe nkoma be basisia.
Pitro kakamio no kakamio. Kakamio mpo kwa mwasi anansio.
Osuru Muntie Asasiko Okatakyie Afrifa boom microphone dash crowd Kwame
Odom sesreku si anansi munomfwe
Osuru Muntie Asasiko Okatakyie Afrifa
It's stronger than appetite. It's as strong than appetite. Nobody can stop it.
Nobody can stop it. Power 7.9. Bobie Mensah menchia Acheamfour Emano. Yamra back to the studio. Benjamin Siania discuss it A11. As I call the late Kwame Plus. So Ben Yanko.
Late the evening. Anoding.
Are you one late?
That's late. No the late Kwame Plus. And so on na sitre.
There be some me muna muko school, me ma unko school.
Me so ma unko fancy pem me ko Tamale secondary.
And the late you know, make be a mention.
Ye ni enkomo.
Ben permanent.
Come. I think say na ye kan e-levy asem. Di enti na e-levy buy. Me pese ye share si free any se policy no ya ade a e wo se nyina yesoso so. Di enti a e-levy eba no ne simple ne say ya bobosua abroso because we 2022 budget aban say or the 37 billion ekusuansi ho enya busuan mu ba or the kusuansi ho or the 35 billion etua akatua uka ne mienu bi mu 72 billion Ghana cedis sika say na opeso onya na omai mu ha e-levy ne ka ho 99 billion Ghana cedis nti e-levy no kra ka ho no Ghana ye ho kire yen because asa ya bobusuan bia mana buruso ma isika ye gigi mai mu ha nyina no ebosuya ene edi kwa kutua amortization my we the budget now 2022 budget last part of amortization here 7 billion into the 7 billion na amortization say principal na wutua no na ho de koka nsi hu no ho na ho de ka sika wutua wakatua fo nko aka usika na crop realize economy no unya because eno nko no kra no 7 plus 35 72 plus 7 eno nko 79 na aka only 11 for you to get 99 billion also pay nti na abe say aban epe kwan bi so e de anya sika o de be mani ba kwame da bia me ka say ye krom hanom no I think say we decide on certain policies ye use data and decide on those policies I think that most of our policies no we just sit in our rooms and then coin them yenya kwan na ye pia say na yeko without reference to data. The entire make say without reference to data and say, Ubisa won't say, is e-levy the best option for us? To me, it is not the best option. And IMF also is not the best option. There are various best options. Ghana fa ebe boy nyina.
Ebe tisade.
O de meba ho ba kwam yenhwe e-levy no. Minia. One. Unim say in 2018, Dr. Baumia ene na Acheamfour echo launch document bi efre no National Financial Inclusion Development Strategy ENFIS. Now ENFIS no omo ka kire nyina ne say omo pese by 2023 no o project say ebedu 2023 no obi abenya bank accounts so okaya OTBB sa obi abenya bank accounts because the perception is that or the projections were that it was so obi to me echo into the financial sector until you launch that document no in 2018 na kwame wo hwe document ni mu a omo ka kire yen say between 2010 and 2015 former financial sector no it grew by 58%. But 58% on the banking sector, the bank na mu no, ni growth is only 2%. 17% na ka no, ni nyina a contribution of mobile money. And my former financial sector no, I grew by that 58%. And then from 58 in 2017 to 2018 no, nanka by 2023 it was say grew 85. Now share report no more, our who some more can say, do no mu use mobile money no, the rural people and women. And the reason is that because they don't have access to financial sector.
No any access to
financial bank. Ecobank ni ho.
Data bank.
Any of the universal banks ni ho. Nti dodo na no san krofo no ene yisu ye fe ne sen and mobile money. Now report na musa ko feda ko kaje say mobile money buy no aboa ma nkrofo etima save because mobile money na abeye ba bia nkrofo save musika especially ye nua no mamuti nkro nketua mu
no mo ko eye kwan so
no dodo na no mobile money no abeye ba bia o save ni sika and aside ba bia yeremiti sika says transfer o kro ketua mu oni bank ni ntino so opeso to bibia en na odidi ni juma nti odi maniska aboa kese na menua say wow documentu finance minister akan Dr. Bobie akan na wow document e catch on say mobile money no here for dia because that's what the report is saying here for dia because they don't have access to the financial sector. Why do you go to tax them? So it defeats the purpose say opese obo here for because and aside defeats the purpose say opese o spread the financial inclusion. Inti wow document you are going against it, that is one. Kwame we say who go against our document now dia bana yenka hiasem mini akwame on my Ghana publish another document your friend of multidimensional poverty report abribia Ghana statistical service publish this document madika catch us mobile money ni kronkitwa na say rural areas and use mobile money report no sign chiro say oko kronkitwa no for example northern region say mu use mobile money no 80% 8 out of 10 multidimensionally poor. They say kwan bi so no mu ya hiafo nti so mu ya hiafo kwan bi so a e wo say aban bi obetena so you find a way of alleviating these people from poverty mamu nko hia yomu na adebo ako a mu free hia yomu ni say omu benya mobile money edi omu sika asebu say aban say wo tax mobile money ombe edi service kan nti hia yomu e na odi omoko and I don't think that any government responsible government will sit and hwe say ne manfo be ko hia yomu me nwesa now uye no free akwame mobile money awode ba no is an indirect tax minua binum say omo shede ni but to me no I know that it's an indirect tax and any omo bia na obe introduce indirect tax no it increases your inflation every bia inflation so be cost no the standard of living of your average Ghanaian worsens so kaya last year aban introducing indirect tax mienu bi say kwame beka energy sector recovery levy 20% on petrol and sanitation and pollution levy 10% on petrol. Ukabuma 30 pesos, right? 30 pesos here by the can hono. Ne kwame me ka say inflation no ne May 7.5. Ndi ameno say January inflation ye 13.9. In the 13.9 ne chiro say nipa dodoɔ no hiamu ena omoko. Wahu ndi say nipa dodoɔ no ko hiamu standard of living worsen afa. Odi e-levy be ka ho aban based on wow data. The moment odi e-levy ne be ka ho no, which means cost of production is going to increase and inflation is going to worsen. Inflation near worsen no na oman for do na na okohia. Me say any responsible government will not like to introduce a policy that will worsen the price of its people. Na me no ka say me ofango mu kopek na yo Nigeria ban afiwe na nka so oyi subsidy regime no afri Nigeria fango so. But who say German so ebo ne kosro no on person the man for do be ko hia mu ntino wa introduce $7 billion to cushion the petroleum sector. Ono amu ni policy anka so ode ba no wa twan o say no send ye German so ebo ne kosro bibia bo kosro se be this policy we ba pe me man for do be ko hia mu and $7 billion no de bag Ghana sika mu a kwame e 46 billion Ghana cedis 6 times e-levy na yes ye pe no. That is what Nigerian government is pushing into the economy to subsidize petroleum product and pushing their people and alleviate their people.
So in this case, you know, Ababianka, what the Osha man for coming up with policies. By a man for ne equihim.
Yes, I'm watching. You live no educo here because post-COVID period no any Abai World Bank can say post-COVID period ye Nipa 154 million and equihim.
154
million across the world and equihim and mostly no more target is any per year. Sub-Saharan Africa no motare including Ghana yeka ho nti if oman bia no fa kwan bi so a obeyi ni man for free here mu but ye the economics finance minister say no sa brain ono nko ne sa ono ode ye ko hiam and e-levy policy bia we introduce ne odu man for do na ko hiam because the enti odi omko hiam ni say okay ya kwame e-levy ba yen implement your crans on yen je bill no ntumu but ne nipa omu use momo no now Bank of Ghana the report by or see 3 billion ashoto or more than free momo
3.4 billion
3.4 billion no for the first time in our history in 10 years. Omunya free momo no. Omajai.
And go for a jai.
Omajai.
3.4 billion.
No, but the Sika
na omu
transactions are SWAT.
Yes, clarity. Yes, right. Esote. Inti esote no. Na no so che say bia omu so omu di momo ni di juma. That's the employment job creation no. Jai mo. Na no so okay data kire say you know, unemployment I do 18.4. The highest in about 10 years. Now was 2010, now 6%. Now me no say unemployment is 18.4 on Ghana Saskatchewan as at 2021. Inti kire was say what this our policy way ba. Uma for do na no, especially the youth unemployment 15 to 24 no, 32.8%. Uma bru no adwuma no, na wo di ba pe uma do na ko. Omu nya adwuma nye. Na menya sure say aban bi betena se a, obeka say o mani manfo enya adwuma nye. Aban bia wasede ne say obekreti nyuma manfo. So I think that if you look at this particular e-levy, say aban edwin hu ye, and that is why Dr. Bawumia at distancing him from it, because when they were passing the me fan say omu introduce NFIS, National Financial Inclusion Development Strategy, Dr. Bawumia was there and he knows the importance of financial inclusion in our economy. Intermediaries in the media kwame he live in Saban the bar or the here and neighbor.
What the here and neighbor Benjamin Sia, head of research COPEC. Mamenko kwame A+. So me ono say o defend this 11 esi etua. Na me share no Emma on cast as in fact we've had our own banter on phone. On this whole 11 thing, we have different ideas. But kwame Ada di na so peja ne kakra me oni ne mood peja.
Na wade no volume ni.
Adai.
Maybe original no volume ni o.
Ese munu na ka chere me.
Kamera. Mami. Robo mami. Yeah. So my headlines get. Yeah. Why go bla? Robo mami.
Well, permanente on the e-levy, dia semua. That's all body defense be heavy.
Amen.
Dia sem.
E-levy ne pass ade na besi.
Ade na besi.
Ai.
Yes, you hear me bomb my name.
Na ayeden na ma aban na ayeden. Ohia ba den na nipa ne be.
Kasa with you.
Omeden like ohia nipa ho kire na aban wo yedi nipa ba bem na om de omma nipa no ho kire o ma den na ombe. Den na nipa ne be.
Just all kire me.
Aban wo ho. Aban na ma nipa no ho kire o mo. Election do nipa den na ombe. Na
obviously ombe to abati aban.
Enti 11 ne be ma ho kire aba. Ana me boa. Kwame 11 ne be ma ho kire aba. Na nipa no bu afu no mato aba against aban na ana me boa. Owura, uti we say MPP win election.
You see, I have my own.
Maybe so simple question. Maybe so simple question.
Enyo na o moderate o, me na me moderate. Now in this case, because aban ye pese ye tune into no. Yentina o magana for and go through hardship.
Yombe position bia ya mede. Whether the bibi yombe position bia ya mede.
So difference are they born in United?
What is your problem?
But and we cannot sit down for the country to lose many jobs because of
increase a road fund.
Maybe in this case it will not cause direct a loss of jobs. Why we didn't know defend these 11? State to your point.
We are very simple and straight. We are wasting too much time on this. And in fact, media idea me nije ni idea MPP for your mbeko opposition. Mo ba ben number ya mbeko opposition amonye na monkwe. If you do what will take you to opposition, do it. Say you live na do mbeko opposition a wo minuano, minim baby a wo dwen ko. Papa minuano no. We ko pek.
Wonim baby a me dwen.
Minim baby a dwen ko. Me know
in this case,
I know how you think. I know what you want.
In this case, Anka me will need different position on this matter.
Now so wouldn't say MPP pass you live mbeko opposition. I say kasa baby. Omo pass no monkwe.
But you see, Kwame, the other side of the argument is that the NDC as opposition party, including myself, yes, I don't count myself out. I support NDC. I support John Mahama. we can't sit in a country it says a binary irresponsible into 1 hour take about to see irresponsible. Then we need to show leadership, and that is why. Okay, fine. That is okay.
And I'm right.
Your friend is saying,
Kwame, then don't invite anybody in. Make your point straight for any uncle. Meet you, pa.
A friend is saying, E-levy asmaya can E-levy. My argument has been very simple. This government can always find any means to take that money that they are looking for. Whether it will make it, and not long ago, Kenofrata Kansembi said, so Wanji E-levy, he would turn to the petroleum industry to raise revenue. Mebwa. So why? So, or since the E-levy now go through, or turn it to the petroleum
and that
industry.
is blackmail. So we should
no,
because
so don't reduce it to E-levy, because then reduce it. Then the whole argument should be that no new taxes. Or no taxes must be increased, no new taxes must be introduced. But if it becomes you should expand that. If it becomes straight that e-levy into Omanji e-levy nomkoji IMF and Ghana yentua.
IMF doesn't give loans with much more interest, almost 0% interest. So what is the point? With strict measures.
Of course. So the issue is that whether we accept e-levy or not, it shouldn't be simple as e-levy. The argument is simple that say e-levy, may increase tax biya, may introduce any new tax. So apart from e-levy, say you increase road funder, what will happen?
I don't now support e-levy. You ever see who argument?
Because I think that we are wasting a lot of time on something that they can actually find any other means to collect the same money. They can always find any means to take that same money from anywhere. Why are we wasting all the time? And at the end of the day, Omuyombe co-opposition. They can go and Kenofrata said if he doesn't get e-levy, he will turn to the petroleum industry to raise revenue. And I want to say something. So why is it just about e-levy or to petromua?
So not that you have reasons to say e-levy.
I have said this over and over that if you don't take e-levy, they can go to IMF and take money. If they don't go to IMF, like they are saying, they can turn to the petroleum industry for the money. If they don't turn to petroleum industry, they can wake up and increase. They've already into VAT. Why is that nobody is talking about VAT has been increased? VAT omatum. And when you're the same sikana ni yatum, almost to two duties more, and you're the same in no. So why is the argument e-levy? Why is the argument about just e-levy? Because Acheamfour ne use momo meboa.
Right.
Me pacho Acheamfour ne use momo meboa.
Right.
Say Acheamfour ne use momo na se yanji e-levy na ye two petrol mu ochina Acheamfour mo foka. So my argument is very simple. I don't understand why we are focusing strictly on e-levy. And number two, you started e-levy argument, but I'm say NDC formula out and make it clear. Say ye pass e-levy number and good. I see don't get your can say e-levy on pass ya the bedding. In fact, the Clemental Park because if you see a number baby and do what I'm saying. Let's just say Sakawana MPP.
I watched that video, your video, and I think you are not fair to Apak. Apak, any executive member. He's not a minority in parliament leader. Therefore, he cannot think for the party. So,
the point is well made.
What I say, NDC, if they are fighting for the people, they must make it very clear. Say MPP passes sa adia edi ohia beba omemu ha ye ba bema ebetwe. But you see, over the years, say
which they have been clear.
Of course, yeah. They have been clear. Say ye ba bema ebetwe. And Kwame, over the years, ya tino omemu ha mankrofo yen saka wasa besi ne. Obi di ni penim se okoye VAT demonstration many pe wuye. Oba bemu to VAT. And Anadu was the leader of VAT plus all of Obia. It is not about all of us agreeing.
So Kwame, you see the reason are there, man.
I don't 12 minutes one kasa. Oh,
And ebia now all point now making
I don't know prison force you might say. Okay, prison by
us. We don't over and then 3 days mishia. And then 3 days is what I mean shout you. Ah, kwabna you say day we kwon dem say na oko say about one day why this say then
oko prison that tell that go there. One day beno
we dem say o reasons are dey maninti ana any kwasi ma kwama ile eba
ai kwame am chirade eni say ye tiase ma bibia ko ewo mamu ha irrespective of our relationship with people me pese o china ye beba betena ha na kwabna bobi ansan aba na Listowell because ankrofo we omuntumi nsesa John Mahama ba na issue bi ko ye besa betena ha ya enti no e wo say empempenso a yedu no say ye nyina be support asori say e demonstration against e-levy e wo say ye nyina ye hu say ade na ye no because ye hu bi da ade we ye hu bi da o na enye just e-levy ne vat o MPP 4 be kan Mary Mary besi ne kwame ye hu nyoma bebre enti say NDC force sorry so mo ye argument and so they are fighting over something all of us me you Kwame Afrifa Listowell Bobie Same ye nyina we have to hold these people because ye to me sign to san ban ne asan betena ha enti ye den kan ha be kasa pe aban we ba ne akasa na ban we ba ne akasa de bia be kasa ansan na ye nyina be sorry say ye support any fight against e-levy no NDC not just as he in his personal capacity, but the party.
But he's the chief scribe, so when he speak for the party.
On a general secretary, so his position. Massa, the idea to Kuta Mahamo Independence Square. If you hop on or no back in a year.
But you and I know the party has to say in what the government does.
You are very right, but the party say, I'm here, and this Baba power. Senia ye can't John Mahama sama and ne. Ye nyina ka say oh say na ye good oh say na no ye say you oh say no ye say ochina John Mahama beba power na ebu ya na Daniel wa ka say hey ba umia no ye good no ye we no ye we wa ha because of nia omo beba na beba be ye and we have seen this over and over and over. So me when people are fighting over e-levy I look at them in parliament and I say to myself say adeya mu ye hu bi pen. And if we are going to support you, it has to be very clear and straightforward because what I've even said over the years, they say, answer a better will be crank. So the whole country, joining an independent sign paper. You have heard me say that over and over and over. So me, I am not against any tax. I have never been against any tax in this country. I have only campaigned for a friend saying transparency and accountability for Adena Mimetiano. Now I made this also very clear. Say Ghana ha Bobie Listowell obia mo amokasa wo ha ne otina no pa mo be sorry na abanya sesa mo ba betena ha ka say corruption wa ban mu ma nipa na no mo je so mo didi matem ana mo nim sa ade no I have seen so me nkan obi adwen
Fred Isibe Musa said, why is A Plus looking for the NDC's opinion on e-levy before he can decide his position? E-levy is no-go area. I prefer increment on fuel to e-levy. Fred, or say, I didn't know here a NDC position.
No. So, like, how does that work? Obi sorry, I'll say it's better to increase fuel than to introduce.
I mean, argument now making
yes.
When he said, Acheamfour said that is the reason we should not even allow e-levy to be passed. One,
it's not just e-levy. Nothing should be passed. If you are not passing e-levy, you are not passing any levy. You are not increasing nothing.
Now,
and there's a chance.
Now, fuel taxes on fuel. By law. The government sorry not obey increase. He doesn't need approval from parliament before he increase. Now,
you are getting high on your own supply. Why are you getting high on your own supply?
I will give you the rough. Yeah, I will give you the chance. But me lay emphasis on
I'm telling you that you are getting high on your own supply.
Because
I don't know. Me and your boss here because I will be beside question. I feel who person can.
It's a question and a bibusa.
Now wouldn't say our friends say Emra.
Question and a bibusa.
I don't know who be a mic in the say.
Me say. E-levy argument now will make it say. Yemayam pass it because Yebekwa could increase taxes on fuel. Now in this case, what about see a momo pass we now 1.7 water a China that's sorry 1.7 in the crown. You say you call 2 and 3. Then what do? In that case, we cannot come back and say government interest are 11. So we cannot allow it to be passed before they even think of increasing the percentage on it.
Someone make a choice very simple and straightforward. It could be in change, it could be. It could be anywhere change, it could be. And you know, say, why are you quiet over VAT? I don't know why you didn't. And young Ghana for can hear for can JJ. VAT being that pure water. So you increase VAT, one can't hear. You be increasing I agree with you. You know, you increase VAT one kasai. VAT and yes, corona the edge. So
we are now. Kwame, you have 3 minutes straight without interruption.
And you know what I am saying is very simple. Is either we are fighting against every tax increment and your friend saying introduction of new taxes, but if it is just about e-levy, that particular e-levy, how would that change? Yes, say there are so many friends saying there are so many enyoma affecting. A typical example, dollar $8.7. Obia yedin dollar $8.7, $10. We are not fighting, we are not saying anything. Obian can hear. Why is it about just e-levy? And at the same time, we are all aware that who passes e-levy, these people are going to lose the election. So why is anybody fighting people who are going to lose an election?
Why you want the government to lose?
I will never lie. Me can't throw we are said that. Me can't try Yankopon untuameka. Me gina platforms was trade fair. I can say Ghana Mambo Party BND 88. After every 8 years, we have to change, and it's a matter of principle. I will never change it. And anybody or young Nipo should not even advise me to change my positions there. MPP inside another a breaky age. When me make now I can me yes I no. As some American and I mean can't be arguing. Now me feeling America. Until MPP almost the 8 years, they have to go. That is what I said in 2016, and that is what I stand by today. I have friends in the MPP. I love them. They are my brothers. It doesn't matter. It is a matter of principle. So I want them to lose. Yes, I want them to lose.
So you want the MPP to lose?
Yes, and if you and I know that is what you want.
You can't speak for me. I mean to become as hey, Abante. So you don't need to tell me.
Kwame, into Kwame TV.
When I become
yeah, I hear for name dear. Kwame, what I say? There is no need for me to say what everybody is saying. No. And that is the mistake I hear most of the time, because we want to satisfy people. We want people to hear what they want to hear. That is not what I want to do. I want to say how I feel. I think that without e-levy, the government has other ways of taking the money from the people, including going to IMF. The only thing they say, Kwame, as my over and over, and they say utia VAT na wokoda, utia road fund na wokoda. Yeah, catch us omu discount also for more for nana. Omu discount scan is also for more for nana. Ya kasa mini Listowell ya kokumasi akoye campaign omu diske ya some bebo ske be also for more for nana. You see e-levy also no more. No more. Omu betua no more and no more. E-levy for more.
Bobie Mensah, Nana from Springton said A+ must understand that the principle behind the e-levy is wrong. Taxing people, especially the poor, of money they haven't even utilized for any reason is very backward and primitive. It is as primitive as the medieval story of the evil king in the story of Robin Hood. There is no definition for this kind of tax, and it's not innovative either. Let's understand that a lot of people aren't complaining over paying taxes. They are complaining about taking what doesn't belong to the king. Let them tax on consumables or people's profits and gains. Tax our petroleum sector. Tax anything that makes sense according to the definition of tax. Don't steal from my pocket.
Show so Kwame 30 seconds.
Right.
Obiba show we so be catch say. Abayen ko to petrol mo nja e-levy. Kopek ni so ti ha.
because petrol no ye ton de nya sika. 11 ni de sika no da ho ne emfanya emfaso bia. Macho
just in a brief before Kwame, you see a plus point me Matthias here. Say we should expand the discussion into other sectors. For example, say see no e-levy there. Why must we agree for a government that is not even setting the priorities right? Take taxes even from oil revenue.
You see,
Bobie Faminante, everyone will make you point, so you can join them down. Bobie Faminante.
Yeah, let me deal with
7 minutes.
Issues. Quick. And in the first place, let me state it that I agree with Kwame A plus on the issue that look, Muntiana Munhu Ahochere. I agree with
because
that. Yeah, I agree with that principle. Menenen Kasai over this matter, but Mene Kwame Edia grow over 12 years, and maybe who in the post no, I could decipher at the crowd person oye. Lo and behold, Ubehano, the American no. But let's come to another issues. Now, Kwame, Maminti Wenfio on Kwame. Kwame say what can 2016 say Ubiendi 8 years. Kwame will agree with me that a do Acheamfour 4 years no our paba. No person Acheamfour he's lying. Yeah, campaign. 2021 year campaign against
Acheamfour. Not more than 8.
Yes, I agree, but a boy do in 2020 and change. No paba.
It's logic. It's logic.
No.
Kwame is logic. Was say not more than, so you could be less.
Argument beyond the 8 years.
Yeah.
And you got 2020, no. And one class didn't say the FIFA class, you know. Then go 8 years. I know, but we are camping, which means even before 8 years, no. Then, which means by 2020 you abandon your principle. Oh. Okay, that's my opinion. So let me move on. Now, Minia Kwame A plus. In the first place, let me establish this. NDC as a political party, I make you almost stand clear through almost CEO. That is the general secretary of the party.
How do you know that it is?
Through almost CEO.
But the point is, okay, and what is that chairman Abeka Senyankure? What they said, youth organizer,
the party speaks through him.
Exactly.
So whatever he said.
Exactly. The NDC CEO, here General Sedun Ketia, was stating clearly that that you know why Ghanaians should believe NDC. In 2007, time an MP before Echicha and Saseo Airport area hotono. NDC through the late mills, Ekaso Ba, Sansas, they reverted back to the government. Indeed. They did it. Buy no. J foreign ministry. Ghana.
Yes.
So, say we will follow your history, your political history. Some men can send this above for a party.
But omuko demonstration tia Kufo introduce you talk tax.
Yeah,
omuko demonstration, but omuba they increased it.
This
has been one of the arguments A plus advanced.
Kufo they say 6%.
It's not even about the percentage. It's about by principle they were against it.
Hold on. Yes, I agree. Let me come there. Let me finish.
Demonstration.
I agree.
And I make us say you never support
no
against 11 now.
Hold on.
You have to prove to us that
Kwame, you are getting it wrong. NDC raised issues about the talk tax. They never went on demonstration.
They walked out of parliament several times on that matter.
Look,
there was a form of project.
No, hold on. But let me agree, right? However, the other side of the argument is that Yahumi paying that NDC has stated idea on about power. Indeed, they have lived by what they argued against.
And they have there is an example where they didn't live by a DMPP 4 years with VAT and this is baby with tax. So I'm saying that, and you're very simple. I'm saying that very simple. I'm saying that very simple.
That's okay. But the point is,
which bias,
whichever way, at least you know some little truthness. Now what the other side, unlike Acheamfour and in Crawford, unya any evidence say Omuka they were in opposition, they came into power and they have lived by it. So
and you can use the ESLA for example.
Yeah, the ESLA.
They call it nuisance tax.
Yeah,
energy sector levy. Esla, Oslo.
Oslo. The question is no. Onyeska, omuba bemuna okwese
please. These comments.
No. Obi so obi ase na me church
please.
Obi stay on that. But you see, Kwame aboni maybe so. Ghana for rejecting e-levy no because they don't want to pay tax and also we irresponsible citizens. Obia rejected yes say sabe Acheamfour na John Mahama anakofo emfa ne bottom sika emeyo man. So let's get it clear. Obia nu awakasa tax je enye. And this ni bianka but unim Kwame aka asembi na Kwame you know the reason why people are rejecting because unim say Oba now be pay VAT from 15% to say 17.5. Shall be a dollar drew. Me pacho say Mira a year government agency be a mutual say 15% in addition. Shall be a fuel drew. Taxes on fuel. So we are Messiah when you know man kasa. Majiatu. Also VAT, Mr. Matthias here. Oh, say Ura agency 15%. Mr. Matthias here because we yes can the achichiro mine. Oh, ye na nasa ofasika no. Adequate for private jetta. No problem. Oh, we na nasa ofasika no adequate to party ma obaba. Our land na wutia eya can promise 50,000 pounds.
There is no evidence on the top party.
There
is evidence that party. And I may say there is no evidence, but you move on.
No, hold on.
I set the record straight.
Who are you to set the record straight?
Don't dwell.
Who are you?
I did not say it is true.
Who your family member?
I said
who your family member?
I said
who are government? What are you talking about?
I may say I set the record straight.
Who says the record straight?
There is no evidence.
What are you talking about? What is the issue? What are you talking about? Oh, your government spokesperson. Your true story say President Baba Akodi birthday. I'm can promise 50,000 pounds. Who not here can some buy and say
can't want someone respond to say no credit.
Massa.
Silence means
what are you talking about?
And personal.
What that because personal. No.
Kebie, minkum nipa. Mintu so bia kasema koku nipa. Ana minto wi na minto cocaine. Yes. So my brother, say we Ghana ni sa. Say metia we increase VAT, me see you. We increase fuel, me see you. Baby, I don't like any other taxes, I about 15%. Now me see you. Not me who say what me at the Land Cruisers 50. Eko jina radio station, uko radio station, my penny. O see, I want raba. Tieni na yanya day. You lose your belt.
Engine.
No, you tightening your belt. Now, so what the Land Cruisers 50. Eko see radio station nim to engine siswa. Me pa chao. No abase obajimi e-levy osibintia.
It is increase petrol no also Land Cruiser and the
no.
Bobie, continue.
Can I
plus the microphone off.
Can I finish? Continue. The fact of the matter they say Jimmy Sika and Fanko Akoshibra. Then say Emma me ho Emma men kai kire me say kwaswane tua. Just last 15 days ago. Yanugu so ayeka 11 asem no. Any rational leader. Kobe say no, maminya bibi mfanchi omanfo say we are in it together. Now I see for Yesika 5.4 million Ghana cedis. And their fruit jet 10 days. Ojina baby obedano na ejina na ekeno $14,000 per hour. Who catch the ordinary person or take a yes cycle no say wojimi onim nyansa.
Can I Japan say the okwa what the ban na so change $5 million?
If you are rich your mind. Daddy bano. So the biba. Daddy biba the arrangement the other head. You are rich your mind. Oh, omukasa omufa adwene ntu. The so okwa or the biba. And first your mind now 11 day. You see the problem we are having no and yes will be impacted situa. The issue is that the president no and then crofo no etimi ekrokra wo because etimi emase obi eti flash house Jubilee House presidential safa na oji 200 million 20,000 Ghana
Ghana
saloon Okatakyie no on chief of staff Ponso no
Gabe
oh me referee this
the boya
I just say
20,000 Ghana cedis a month. But no, these are facts. 20. Oh, one friend said Evelyn na baby. Evelyn, yeah. No, or your hairdresser or Acheamfour. And on the chief of staff Pons. I never make the video is there.
I know what you say.
20,000 Ghana cedis a month.
To you, and Kayankati.
Masa, Utia, a hairdresser 20,000 Ghana. No, Gakoma, a jumponum, a 5,000 Ghana a month. That's what if I become one so no dealing. Who himself, Jubilee House, almost year 2020. So, year 2020, a workers in your friends, S. Gracia. They were taking 2,200,000 Ghana cedis home. And a video is there. Nyami Bobie na America. You see, but so we are waiting now. Not ordinary person now. No, and I'm a criminal. What to me for 120,000? We don't know whether dollars, whether cedis. At the market of Japan. At the aqua to a yo be account to me. Somebody sign the panobaba. What are you talking about?
That's what are you talking about? Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic said I should talk about sexual weakness, infertility, stroke, diabetes, pulse, bone setting. Bobie na ugana kwe.
Oti abechi no.
Bobie ugana kwe. Wisdom. Kapunin tum. Katum. Ama Bobie bienko. Waka we what is that? Mama chimemeko.
Now come to me and I don't think I'm a friend.
All right. I said another. Yet is yache Bobino. Said you and ya hint you know. Wana you took car me. You have some chance makati ne kojo you took car na to yes you ko baby you buy you drew adwuma mu a yeah abey ready to you no you ready to you no
na me jam
oh yeah yes wa ko so to
wow we will be Oboa.
Me friend ba wo he me kuma se let's see omo checheba
background
ba number ya
me ga so ba mra mi show so
Amo. And I'm going to Oliver. Because bro, I was we are na overview. No baby, make Omupomiam, I met that. I go for you. I
GP Saturday, you go more than 25 minutes. So You are safe, boy. I'm going to be at
Greenfield,
Acheamfour. Oh, but before I say Acheamfour get 5 minutes on the show, I mean, I'm sure you from Kumasi.
But your best friend before say, yeah, bet me actually in a band, yeah, more.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic say ban on sexual weakness and infertility, stroke, diabetes, pulse, bone setting, gonorrhea, hypertension, and the keka hunyana. The ASA will buy a Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Greenfield was the most promising traditional herbal clinic of the year and a world best medicinal provider. In fact, Banner said Biobema enhancing your libido, peak performance, waist pains, low sperm count in the Akekahua. Greenfield, Bright Galley capsules, so never boama, a blood circulation and appetite. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic, said Menkai was fresh number omuo nungwa adogon last stop nungwa adogon last stop Estate Junction wa fre 0243 983 906 0243 983 906 0261 651 898 0261 651 898.
Communication tax no MPP and 6% NDC beto so ma fa bi am to so enie.
No, I don't know montwem.
Document.
But your answer. In fact, nipa na o leak information man. I am no dey leak about how. Make ba onya bone.
Me say enie ya chemo.
Little George Kwa Mensah say men kan kire us e ba no sa COVID-19 bre yi na so person boost to wo immune system. O be say wo bones ene wo teeth. Bacho mamen kai any healthy heart area you hear Koa Mensah improve muscles and brain. Koa Mensah COVID-19 brain betimi aboa you Koa Mensah ko pebito. Little George ubenya Little George, in fact all pharmacy shops across the country. Little George stemma come to 5 na TAPB obe run about wa any Presbyterian church wa na be Little George stemma come to 5 for 0243 140 213 0243 140 213. FDA the necessity to say Koa Mensah and the best. Listen, Faminante tell 7 minutes na yanko. I will stick to the time and I will interject. Say be able to me 7
minutes. 7. You see, ade ba ko e wo se nyina ye hu ne say. Say obi gina baby ka say Ghana for empesa umbetua to a na se dipa ko no se ka se obi ekohwini a ana se obi a wotrofo a na sa nipa no ene ye kana asem ena se aban wei etimi gina baabi e ka se wo pese wo je to na Ghana fo pese obetua na aban wei oye bonia ye na bonia ye so ye fe no kai dabi bonia kai dabi because hame aban wei waje to aban bia since independence Acheamfour aban waje to aban bia since independence.
Now, no interjection.
To the extent that and yes to as in say bia a tour number 1 a tour number 2 a tour number 3 ye ka the quantum of a tour aban agia aban wei in 4 years, waje to 8 years of NDC regime. And I can prove it with facts. Yes. Kwame. Duty boy is saying, say. How much oil revenue and it how much increment on fuel? The taxes on fuel alone. And it ababianu what to fuel with that percentage of a tour. It's on record. Now, I'm just opposing the Americans or any other developed country to Ghana. Then you will see why it is very useless and not needed. In fact, every attempt by a Ghanaian to pay tax is just accruing monies to thieves. Thievery. The only reason why Enuntino, every form of taxes and the Akufo-Addo regime, no, any useful and needful to society. Kwame, America need be a utria. In fact, my sister, B, yeah, utria to America. One, I think 2 instances. The paycheck by, you know, na yante ne to. Ono akoko report to say, who say yante to. It's not because and point me in very tax no. Kobeti mi aye ama ebi eto no ntua. But the reason why okoka si enje ne to no is because who say to no otua eso bamfa so ma ono ankasa. Anu ntisa UK, Germany, anywhere in the world, yeah, I developed, I civilized countries, no. Omutua to omunsu because onim se ne to no ye de kwakoye bibi ameso abamfa so.
Listen, you're moving call a year attack on the media and in about 3 minutes. Naka EFL no and wrap it up. 11 days started your position.
Ebeka krano. Ebeka campaign
because Akufo-Addo and the family mismanage your money. That's
true. But
attack on the media. It's in tandem with on the comment. Listen, media attack. Attack on the media.
But when him say benchmark values, you know, everybody's known to say 30%.
But it's always been 30. It was 50%. Is that correct?
Why did it go 50 no?
Was it
this government? This government.
Yes. It's when him say no duties not ebe cost road. When him say
ebe cost road.
Yes. Into no spare pass board be dey meboa.
Right.
I didn't know mon kan ho. I didn't know yen kan ho asem.
Ebe kan ho asem. It's okay, Kwame. I've been introduced that topic on my show.
Kwame raises serious.
No. I haven't introduced that topic. Let's stick to the topics I've raised.
This is the same thing I've said.
You bet me discuss that one day. In totality, the hardship in this country will be aware. But the year discuss is here e-levy. Benchmark value. We will find time and discuss that as well. Maybe also it's come and when you more because say I will interject. You just do your analysis and go.
Oh boy.
3 minutes. Attack on the media.
I think say President Akufo-Addo will go ni hu animu ase papa.
I didn't hear.
Say who wiase na utimi di ade bi anim. Se adie we nya di papa enti me as lawyer ni me di sa adie we anim se me maye nka omanfo kasaboa enhye won yem enu nti makodi rekubro ba achi se radio I betim ba ko pe betim Rollins akana se omma ne nya na dwuma se ne se fata se omma
papa say benchmark value is currently on hold. He goes ahead to say, point of correction, NDC never increased talk tax. Talk tax was introduced in 2008 at the rate of 6%. NDC never increased it. When they came to power, NPP increased it to 9% in 2019. Then they reduced it to 5% in 2020.
Yes.
Government now wants to increase it again in 2022 budget. So that is for the records. But all the same, if anything at all, you could have cancelled the talk tax.
They are walking out parliament so many times.
But you maintain it.
And maintain it. Income.
Listowell for me.
So ye ka obia and ka media sebi under him. Ombenya omofa hudie kura kasa e wo wiasim ha enka wo senka Akufo-Addo on ka no kre or a hypocrite or nya chom. On kan da obeka no kre bon sam obeji bon sam title.
Listen, your true for.
Now him, the same bufu kura same hi, same ya. Kwese sebi previous. What diatum, a diatro political CV say, wo Akufo-Addo. Wona criminal libel law Rollins tata media for e Ghana ha wona wetwem. Enne Akufo-Addo munim. And this thing started in opposition. Ada bi Akufo-Addo betu kwan bia ye bedi bone. Otu kwan no mukoku Mahama Adams. And or the Afoko. Otu misi
the buka somebody kwashe Afoko.
He is standing not guilty in court.
Well, but
yes,
even when you bail,
ya man bail.
My brother is standing not guilty in court. The Aseno. As it stands now, the Aseno. He's standing not guilty in court. And
you see, before my brother and brother, answer that question. Let me put this on record. A plus say, oh no one can be arguing. We are not here to speak his mind. So if he doesn't feel uncomfortable, well, nobody cares. Carry on. Carry on.
Can I go on?
Yonko.
And to win him.
Yeah, Yonko.
1 minute. Say a canipa. Any question can happen so cry journalism. Obi cry kase ya Timmy Wush. Under you, Ekufuado, Yetimi do radio station 139. Menina coming Piabontin that. Nenime guase. Too much. You two radio station under Ekufuado. How? Radio I bet him crowd and back up. And then media ni nam ni baby can asem. Asem a okano. Aya wo yire tabio Ekufuado yire me pacho wo ye private person. Yeni office bi a chese Ekufuado yire ye twa deka. Enti ye ntwa yire ka yakotra radio station. Say me ntwa wo yire ka. Wo kwa say dem chop money untimi ntwa. Ye ntwa wo yire ka na fa no jollof ni corn beef ma. Na factory ko sem nembu. Ye ntwa nti. Tese obi ka yire ho asem a na de na kota wo de na tontan kuruwa mu. Enu nkanfua. And civil society organizations are mun na betra dwen say aban ade a wo ye say because obey research ade a wo mpe no say ye kuni a ode be ma wa wanom na asawo yade no ya say bi obran tumor no e betimi ayi afiri wa dwen no ama waduro na asawo yare ene so ono so kokasa na ye tata no enti say me yankasa enti Ekufuado nkwa na bekasa
Ekufuado nkwa na bekasa benyemesia.
I think that media sebeba hono senior Kwame Eflas can sembia menene nya.
Kwame Kwaifa listen wisdom
o pushi agenda bi Elevi na maswa yemfa nkofo so seriously Kwame yani bresem Kopek ye strongly disagree with obi bia obenya sa adwen no kra. I don't any kwan say obi kra adwen sa adwen say fango na e pese tax. No. How? Like beside me, who met is asking me, the Jones are we that insensitive? Because we knew the Jam can say, near me no casino, a drama is born in Kosovo. O see did not depreciate ya poto ne OMC echo to see the Muko to says Ghana 80%, even open market crown, a be a 7 Ghana 7. One man manage you see the year. I'm a ne fango, me bedrew hey, my own OMC back on 8 Ghana series and 19 pesos.
That's true.
Yes. Now who side to work? I say all the taxes but to petrol. I think something is wrong with us. And to be frank with you, something is actually wrong with us. Say Nipana or manage affairs, no. So Metiana make say Metie say I mean you Kwame Eflas say say 1 year free or beg free.
Finance Minister reportedly said that.
I think he was misquoted. He didn't even say it, and he didn't even think of it. Biana Obina or can say me no chore say wakasa.
Who susu say?
Me susu say bia wan kasa because any sensitive person onim send the market ni kono on dwin kra say obe taxi petroleum product. Me kwa menya no free ho. Eya e ha me. Say yeti say say wanji ilevia obe wakoji ni baabi. Madika ka say I don't support Ghana going to IMF because the resources are here. Send your mampanya beti akire Dr. Bawumia kan somewhere in 2016 before mu fa akonwa no. Said the resources are here. They are still here. And Koba Bia.
Resources
make us a resources no one. It is not IMF. It is not e-levy, and it's not petroleum because the movement of the e-levy, IMF no. I somewhat agree with it because ebema financial indiscipline. I no. Say indiscipline no. You better not in why discipline. Yeah, me menya Christoni, but I like those who are Christopher because religion no eshepu. Unim said that to be having you baby in the service all the muasema heaven now wants to and so didn't so be community muasema and that is what IMF comes to do. That is what IMF omo amokase enko IMF no so what ya na bia usika sem no o se no o ye bibia at least IMF no ebe put it order ntube bakwa memra
Simana detector
Sima make say it is not any levy, it is not any on petroleum or any transaction, and it's not IMF no. Chrome resources are here. Where are the resources? Yet Chrome you know. Cronies, government cronies. What my tax exemptions of almost $5 billion. 5 billion Ghana cedis. 5 billion equivalent of almost $1 billion. What the tax exemptions? One now for new Abusia for. Yeah, the bill are to parliament since 2018. Nah, you're doing pass tax exemption. And that's the whole. What's the matter? Yet you come up.
No, continue.
Yet you come up. Moses can you Obi office of the government machinery. Obi of the office of the government machinery. Nipa 2,101 no more. Averagely, who come with Kaboma? Busumi Bian or 29,000. That's it. 290 million Ghana cedis averagely.
Me pay be akwa me master.
Yes, unyano ono averagely omodi 290 million old cedis. Obi ochirade Legon. Doctor odi 3,500 which is 35 million. What's this kanima? So if you cut your coat according to your size, reduce expenditure now. You be just cut your input to juma. Minia yeti maimu hai. Say
why about this one media assembly bia o the first 1 minute ma me na me
1 minute a medicine dia me pesa me kire Ghana fo nyina ne say sika no enye ilevi enye petrol so na ebeje yeti mamu ha ye bitumanya hwe mining concessions a ya lease ama manfo yeti kroma me no me kotie hona mo excellency vice president o see starting use electric vehicles because fossil fuel and energy transition oboa you can invest in your energy sector the upstream ubetima pesika dia invest one yeska because nano edwaman so bo no kwa na ekosoro. But I think that the unfortunate part of this particular republic ne say among for mudi ani mo befa nyansa sabio nyansa kwan so amama ina di nanim no omudi abro ene ku e na di ahotire nyina ma.
I mean, plus the attack on the media.
Papa, we say of Kopek, meboa.
You're head of research. Emma Kopek.
Some bisa no question. Yeah. We Kopek ni. And I will catch them say, "Sika bebre o mem," and I agree with you. OMC say o mem, omo dey aban kasen.
Okay. OMC omo per record GRA publication 283 million Ghana cedis. Auditor General any report no by Auditor General said the say 28 now omo dey Ghana kano obe publish omudi omudi see.
Okay.
Point you made the right through the right to information bill. Uko MPA as Kupeka ubenya the names of all the OMCs or Modiabanka. True or false?
Oh, it's
true or false.
So in effect, what's the point?
In effect, what the point is Dabi. Okay. Now names I can't. The point is that you from Kopek, you are fighting against e-levy, and it is a very good thing that you are doing, and I support you. However, I also expect you say you put pressure on the government to go and nyabotre. And for the America 200 million special prosecutor wo memu ha. Nyabotre akobi okoye oso okoma bribe say yanto abama no wo grabbing. Special prosecutor di akwanechi so tu about 10,000 ye dinachi and Crawford they cut 200 million OMCs and I expect you menka so won yade o my yade masa obi ko Ghana we be see am
no interjection
you as Kopek I expect you because me and my friend Nick Papo na catch and say I want you to write a letter to Eko GRA Amofama because they have the secrecy thing with GRA. So go to MPA and tell them to give us information on all the OMCs who owe government. And
media attack.
Maybe 1 second. What you say? Into Kopek, I want you to support me for us to go and take this money. It shouldn't be just e-levy. Obi sorry, no they are buying petrol. No akoton with this
media attack.
Kwame. Media. I am a strong supporter of the right to freedom of expression. In fact, I may not agree with what you have to say, especially about me, but I will defend to death your right to say it. Say what you want to say. And I believe, say woka na meso meka adiasumbi neba. If you prevent people or you take away people's right to express themselves freely, it is just like pushing large volumes of gases into a tiny space. It will definitely explode, and they are bomb, a bit exploding. And so people must have the right to say what they want to say. And in fact, Ghana Hayeti, I think that Sise Krankofo and Kasau, John Mahama and Krofwa Yana Papa, Krofwa John Mahama, or Memu Haniatia Yakofo Ubiti, EDC will be naked body so. You did John Mahama tea, AC will be naked body so. My name's Amokaya.
What do you know?
Oh no, yeah.
On your chain, sir.
Yes, and Krofwa can go.
Say your chain or airport. And Menka
I don't say we never Sudan collab Bob and what they did. I'm no more
castle no.
Sada Romo Cow.
What you say?
Bobie Mensah, me go na me bra so.
Ya de John Mahama TC will be naked body so. Na kwa na kasa nkwan keka so mane wade na ye.
But me sure.
We sure. Okay. What you say? Enyoma koso wo mem hansama ye nyina ya kan fa John Mahama ho no. Any NDC. Me bo aben bebom. Na kwa me. Uni be me suban tia. Me ankasa me bo aben bebom me kan bibia bi wom. O tia aben bebom me enne me trans na ma fa aben bebom na me tie na ma bom nsama ma me ho. Because me cancer papa. Obi efu asankwara di mo hide and seek. What you say? We have gone through all of this, and we still have friends in the NDC. And maybe a cream near MPP Acheamfour party. And ne Abronya your chairman room. A Duji Tamaklo. Yeah. Or the NDC boys in Momono. And ne NDC na be yes refine MPP time be. Okakasa, they don't know how to approach people to solve issues. Okasa ya no be attack. The only solution to anything anybody does in this country is attack. It's an intimidation, and I think that it is not right. Kwame, me kasa no na me san ka. For example, kwabena sama ye bechi ni obi aka sama fa ho na ye no kra fa nipa no kokote. And even in that case, there is no complainant. Yes, you who social media. Now, who are there with social media? No, kwachi Bobie Mensah na nyama nkrofo aka fa me ho YouTube. Unkwachi omo. And the YouTube obeti nkrofo.
Is the president's wife matter we are talking about?
No, me pacho. Me and he say yes, sir. If police can go on social media and arrest people for what they said, or they can go on the internet and watch videos and go and arrest people. And some can remember who be anka. Nancy me catch you, and I say obi se manosa cathedral yensin wie we dey hu size no hu se ne manope. What you say? Enti no so wo so na okwachi obi. Sorry now, okwachi obi say wakoka say obi aye bibia. How does that work? Yet your memu had na bron ye bekan say John Mahama. This issue is still there. John Mahama is involved in a 15 million corruption scandal. Na police ni na oye investigation no. Ye kuno na IGP or the evidence ni na ama IGP.
Or the evidence ama dampare.
Yes.
Abronya rekan.
Yes.
I don't know what petition the CID no.
Yes, there should be an investigation.
So far, what has been the case? 2 minutes, never seen.
7 days later, Manti Bibia, I will go back to them. But that issue, Abronya will be invited and he will come and tell us how that happened and which evidence he gave to the IGP. What you say? So look at everything that Abronya has said about John Mahama and everybody. Look at everything that people have said about NDC, and people are still in this country.
In fact, Kwame, just not to cut you. We, for the first time, had a flag bearer who spoke so ill of a president's wife. Akufo-Addo was still loading an attack contract. Okokan Okumase.
I know you biased towards Akufo-Addo.
Yeah, I know.
Akufo-Addo,
that is why I say.
But I'll tell you exactly how at the end of the year. And I'm not happy with how media people have been treated, irrespective of my likeness for Nana or whatever. It doesn't change the fact that Adiana Moyeno, and everybody must remember, say, power way and just how power na ebeko na nsen because media me you can say power na say MPP co-opposition and sadie na MPP for aye no eno na the problem na Kennedy Japan de to boabi asamwa na o kan boabi communication that friend saying
yeah boabi asamwa
that problem no be inherit here from get go no unya kazape everybody is coming after you. There is nobody here. Francis Pokunu yasa no me adwuma no. They knew how to meet with people, how to sit down with people, how to talk to people. MPP party ni muno so obehwa ye kwotwa amongst themselves. Ye bebo ye ho aboabo ye inte ya mamu mani ye mo wanwa. Nipa no na wo kwabna ya che wo wusu. nipa no omo akaso mo koye MP ya bo bi trim aba ma ne trim firi moja na wo na wakoka asem ne abetu awusu enyen o
we baba o
eye party no suban abakam sesei enye sa ne yen
wana de ba enye na de ba
dabi kwame ya mam kwame amam yesa
ba na de introduce you under the leadership na sa ne ma we
obi anka ne
so 30 seconds but your first man na ko bobi on the course
obi anka Jesus na de ba obi anka ne me say the MPP as a party no baby am 14 and now do say he has not been able to have a grip to control over the entire party. But I'll catch them say MPP party no muntokwana now. I'm not here to do personal issues. May I say as a government MPP, their treatment of the media is very wrong. It is very unfortunate, and they have done worse. They are hypocritical because at the end of what you be and then you have done worse and you keep doing worse.
Yeah, Moshe. All right. I don't know Acheamfour Wujafono. You do when you bring. You do when you bring.
We are producer.
You know who now? Cause I don't we are producer. And I show. Yeah, my show should be there.
Now I can issue.
Now who could do it? Oh yeah, bravo. Oh yeah, who could do it? I said do when you bring the bear and I do two here. We do have say command. Yeah, move on. Keep the fight.
Now when you Mandela course a captain.
Captain.
You see, in the first place, let us establish it. Acheamfour introducing politics of insults. Ewo on my way. Already kai di in contemporary atem. Wabra no obi ani din atem Acheamfour. Ye kaka se fin kasa tan kasa bon e blin tan fan
radio
Acheamfour na introduce ye ewo ye body politics mo ya de anu si nchen a Acheamfour
ba wi asin Acheamfour na dey ya ba Ghana
ye plus free mama na menwe mi
Acheamfour na introduce a titrasam under the Fourth Republic ya de anim se ke Rollins nom na yes ade no na Acheamfour nom ya ba de ye nyini na ni bie ba no on introduce bone ahurukasem awudisem
ekwabeso
any seven kwasiasem at look aye dance ni at look omo de nsa to gota no ene bu ni nsem at look opoku omo bu opoku mo ni sister na me pyramid house as empire from omo so anu de boy ni say why cripple nana kwa me cripple awiabo a ohun ade Acheamfour sa nkwasiade no nyina Acheamfour na introduce wo oman we
the word
nkwasiade sa mwade no jimi no
ne bacho what can name fine fa we mama
you see look kwame
me here plus
allow me
Bobie bacho on na ko cells abent
no it's not a matter of the cells sa boys ni nyina no mo bu mo MPP mu no na mo dwane ba me ho Charles Akowa the more ba NBC no your communication director ma your friends say MPP e what time omo attacking because no support to Alan yes so dwane free bunu ebe cheme ha for 6 months no se me whatever then me advice say look move out from MPP and go to NBC so you nimnyema Acheamfour adoaye when they introduce na de ye for they say oba bontia no abetena wo kekare na ni kire nkrofo te say de wo democracy di you are deep within him on him when it trip, and that is the evil. Now dampare asem ya me ya
adenja
dampare beko history mu as one of the worst IGPs ayenya, one of the weakest IGPs ayenya, one of the most useless IGPs.
No. Bobie, hold on. David, you can make your point with that.
Look, if you allow
me, you should said you about show swa. You don't respect man. Oh, walk it out and that'll be the. I won't come on your show again. That's it. You can't come here now. Obeyadia, you don't want me to control my show. Hey,
don't sit here and
when I come on your show,
I hate it. Don't talk anyhow.
Which me Ramoha and Yajma.
What are you talking about? The person is being useless. They are using you to people about for switch.
You are making your point. I am saying, okay, first one, weakest. I also you are using the person useless.
Okay, they are using him negatively and he has become useless.
There be tia Meso he's become the weakest man carry. What are useless? The word is so useless.
What are you talking about?
Kawasem.
Say it to a maimu. Who done Padwako school? Unim embrani pefe. Says Obi. Afum Obi. In a civil manner, there's a remedy. The remedy in our courtroom. That is why the person should go and seek remedy. Every your friend say embrabe busubiano your own remedy. What could school do say unim? Now trauma lord come wenum. Party boys now a yakotro boy way and an abia kotro to Facebook say a quite be of a fasoba dampare achi a Mensah Thompson bia ampa no okoti no okodi
I know evidence say
at the Facebook na dey me
ada ye chi wo de make say nyabote ada ye chi wo ukodu police station wo even police or your police commander you and I were there. Hold on. Hold on. Why are you not making me moderate my show?
You can't tell me a story for me.
I
can't tell my story for me because I have also consulted other people. What are you talking about?
I'm casting to you. We are you could be nyabotre.
Oh, what is it?
Ada ye chi wo tie de ta make say nyabotre on the dampare issue. They say ada ye chi wo you and I were there. Anaju 2 don't Nima police hold on Nima police command divisional command now Newtown the one who controls Nima and Newtown. As at 2 a.m. what he said was that even the police did not know why they had brought you there.
You see, we are not getting
you and I have sat in this country.
We are not getting the picture.
You see a Francophobia national
security. I will explain it today.
Wait,
you are not being fair to me on my show.
No, just a minute. Listen,
Bobie, you are not being fair to me on my show.
No, Bobie's picture is clear. To those of us
you
who
come
know,
to my show.
You allow me to. That's the point. That's the point. You see, the reason why I agree with Bobie on Dampare is because the back stops with him.
If I said
yes,
you can make all your point.
Then you should apologize. The reason is that the word useless is no insult. It's not useful to society. If you're not useful, you become useless.
What is it?
Bobie Mensah Listowell Mensah yanko.
Hey, banjo. Hey, banjo.
What's it? What's that?
I departure man castle.
Why go?
Adam. Okay.
Bread of life is Jesus Christ.
Adam. Okay.
Apollo,
catch the Dampare on Saturday. Why is wrong? He can be rest assured. You must be soldier to the toe. Why he is not, we certainly will support his good cause like we supported Henry Cote. Obviously, it's a munu bebre kwaso. I can say it on the top. Sometimes the police is not even aware. I see a couple of people national security. In building our nation, we have gotten to a point where we need to change it. The nonsense must stop with this national security thing. Midi SSI. I was to have a clinics. I mean, catch us a premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, low sperm count.